God talk. Let him rise. Steady, you said niggas tried calling my image. They tried to get me up, bracing for me just like a dentist. I love your optimism, but sorry, I'm something different. Flying on me in the cave, still ain't blocking my vision. Gunshots ring out, how I school hang out. So much killing that they shouldn't take it to do playground. One thing moving much that you end up in school playground. They go in jails when they could have used a new playground. No pork, no ham, after school program. White girl, they rapping, you sell that man kilo hand. They gotta sell for your shit, you go in that ocean. Be a beat and you feel it beating off the emotion. What's your life like? We was in that field, get your stripes right. We was in the field, keep no man shooting dice. You was in the crib, somewhere staring out the blind spot. I was in the field, shooting out through the blind sight to the hindsight. Remember seeing mama working through the hurt. Ready like you really should, but really you should be in church. Ready for Kitty for living the way I shouldn't. You told me keep the faith, but the pain in that ain't taken. I tried to restrain, but somehow I remained crooked. That was got me living dirty like pussy that needs cushion. And that same young man you was eating banana pudding. And that same black baby you cushion off in your bosom. Got me pounds in their hands and making you let them push them. One time it's like branches, I'm laying in niggas. My brother!
What's up, God? How you feeling, God? Mike Tyson 87.
This motherfucking video fire! Let's go!
Struggle could never hurt me, just motivate or inspire. Mentally, I'm a lion.
Yo! Hey man. We got Rashad, Jamal in the motherfucking building. Peace, God. I see you, Reflection. Hey,
God.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. The music is fire. I love the message in it. I love the message. And today, man, you know, we did an interview before, man. We talked about a couple things, you know what I'm saying, situations you had going on, you know what I'm saying, and you also educated the class as well and people that's not in tune with you. So today we want to get into who Rashad Jamal is. All right, we're going to get into Rashad Jamal, who is Rashad Jamal, and we're going to get into who is the rapper as well. So we're going to talk about music, history, and the life of Rashad Jamal. So at the end of the day, like, I want to say salute to you, brother. Peace to you as well. And I want to know, like, to all the people, they want to know is like, who is Rashad Jamal? What made you like transfer from like being from where you was in the streets to where you was now? We know that you was already smart on a good conscious path, but when you got locked up, it's like you really went in there and perfected your craft. You really went in there and studied. And it's like, man, this is what we have today. So what was the inspiration behind that? What was the sort of dramatic change?
Well, first, let me start by saying I appreciate you for having me on the show. You know, I appreciate you deeply. I appreciate you deeply, Reflection. Shout out to Trenches Talk TV. Let me say that first. Let me also say peace to all the guys and goddesses watching right now all over planet Kairos who are tapped in. But to address your question, it's a good question. Basically, you know, when I was arrested, on a crime that, it's a crime that something that I'm not really proud of how it took place. You know, like a lot of people don't know that like the victim in my first degree attempt murder that I caught, it wasn't no random person. You know, had it been a random person, I don't think I would have, went inside that cell and really tapped in and did what the ancestors wanted me to do. But the fact that my victim was like my best friend, this was somebody that, we had, 20-year nigga, like we say in the streets, you feel me? So, for us to fall out and, for me to try to prevent it to go to the level it went to, and for him to, start to threatening my mom and, my sisters and my family, that's what led to, it getting real like it got between me and him. So, I mean, it was heartbreaking for it to even come to that. You feel me? That wasn't like no anybody. That was my boy. You feel me? So the
Right.
fact that we fell out on that level was more hurtful in the case itself for me. But then to get up in that cell, man, and to see that all these people, all these friends and family in the block, they wasn't there. So
Okay.
for me, it was like, yeah, it was like, damn, like I gave my life to the streets, So
Okay.
one thing
They
my mom
saying
was
fix your mic. What y'all saying? What's wrong with Mike God? He's hooked up on the Bluetooth. That's probably why. He's hooked up on the Bluetooth.
for me. Nah, I ain't on the Bluetooth with the mic. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. They saying fix your mic like it sounded walkie-talkie. Do you have the window
Oh, okay.
still open on the other link? If you have the other link open, close that one and just stay on the StreamYard. Do you got the other window open?
No, I actually don't. Let me see. It still sounds
Okay.
crazy.
You should be good, God. You should be good. I hear you.
I'm good. Yeah, they can hear
Yeah,
me.
you good, God. A couple of people were just saying you sounded walkie-talkies. You good, God.
Oh, okay, cool. It might be on their end. You hear me? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
people. I got my wife in here. She watching too, so she says it's good. Sometimes people be trolls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay,
That's why
okay, okay. I just want to make sure we hear everything good, God. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, gang.
Oh no, you good, God. We here. We ain't going nowhere. But
Yeah, we
yeah,
twins. We
I'm saying,
brothers.
yeah. Well, for me, God, it was more like, hold on, let me put this phone right here.
Okay.
All right, you can still hear me.
I hear you, God.
All right, so yeah, for me it was like this. I gave my life to the block. Like one thing about my avatar, like it don't matter what I ever did in my life, I don't know how to multitask. So I said that to say if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way. Like whatever I do, I give my all of my being to it. So it was the same thing with the streets. Like I ain't never half-assed the block. Like the block to me was my family. I know the
Okay.
people that just I know the people that ain't from the streets or they wasn't in the streets or they could look at it and be like, why they out there all day or why they willing to risk their life for blocks they don't even own. But the way we come up, we do own that block in our mind. You know that.
Right,
So
right.
in
Speak on it.
Chicago is a mob stability city. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't like to use the word gang because we don't see them as gangs. Like these is people we grew up with. These are our brothers, our uncle's best friends, our mama's boyfriend's best friends, our sisters, our cousins. So that's all we know. We grow up, having conflict from block to block to block before you even initiate with an organization. Most of the people in any hood in Chicago, like I'm pretty sure the same story all over America, in any ghetto around the world, like most of the people that you grow up and you start shooting at and they shooting at y'all and they in gang banging, we can all say we went to school with these niggas. We grow up with these.
Right,
That's why that.
right.
You from the trenches
Facts,
for real. This
facts.
ain't just
Talk on
called
it.
trench talk. You from that east side where it get real. You know what I'm saying? So, we know our ops. We grew up going to school with these niggas and playing basketball and shooting jumpers in the alley on crates. And I feel like we just get bored. We get
Facts.
bored, we need conflict, and we take it out on that block. So it was like that for me. So when I'm on the block, I didn't see gangs. I didn't see GDs. Because on my block, it's GDs and vice lords. So I'm from
Okay.
1100 Division and Noble. 1100 Division and Noble, that's the Green area, but I'm 1100 to be exact. But
Okay.
like, yeah, I didn't see vice lords. I didn't see GDs. Like, these the people I grew up with. These the people my cousin grew up with. These the people that, when I was a kid, my mama throw a barbecue the whole in my mama crib. So, you don't look at it like the block. And so, because it was family to me, and I'm very territorial, so it's like, okay, this our area. This my family. You can come through here as long as you're trying to rob nobody, rape nobody, hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I gave my all to defend that. I wasn't trying to make no money. I wasn't a drug dealer. I wasn't never good at that. Every time I had drugs, I fuck the money up. I sell the drugs, smoke weed, just have enough money to go back to cop again. That you can't even make money in a game like that, but that's what I was doing. I
Talk
was
to him.
more content with I was more content. I was on the block. I was more content with just making people respect that we was out there. It was like being in the Cabrini Green area, everybody respected Cabrini Green. And even though I got a lot of family in Cabrini Green. You know, my mama born and raised Cabrini Green, 502. So the Greens is still my family. I have a family in the Greens. I grew up in both. We live a bridge from them. But when I grew up, it was like I wanted to establish that difference. Like, okay, everybody respect them niggas, folks in them over on the other side of the bridge, but ain't nobody respecting us. So I didn't care about making. All right, I didn't care about making money. I was just more like, okay, you gonna respect us and know we out here. So being that type of person, and I was more aggressive because I don't come from an aggressive block like that. You know, my block of players. You know, we get money. We playing basketball. We very smart. You know, we didn't have a lot of killers. You had them though. Every neighborhood do, but you didn't have a lot of them. So I elected to be one of them that was gonna make it hard for you to come through here. And I gave my all. I'm out there, winter, summer, spring. You know, when niggas was selling drugs, I didn't make money off that. I was the person who everybody sent off, like, hey, take this gun and go over there. Or they ain't got to send me out. I want to go over there just to put that pressure on the next neighborhood. You know, like when people from when I was out there, people from the projects came down our hood, like, we was whooping them niggas. And I was leading the charge, like, we whooping them niggas. We going back to the buildings, going back to the greens. We own that, you know what I'm saying, with them. So that's because I was like, let me defend where I'm from. Let me know this 1100, this division to know. When I was so caught up in that, you know, and I had all this rage, all this intelligence, but it was misplaced. I ain't know where to place it at the time. Okay. I thought I was doing the right thing when I was hurting my own people. So I ain't know. Yeah, I didn't know like that. No, just cause he a Latin king or he this Latino. Cause I be with a lot of Latino gangs, you know, and other GDs. So it's like, okay, just cause he GD from that side of the Greens don't mean that he the op, or just cause he a Latin king don't mean he a op. But growing up, that's what we thought. I'm like, hey, if you a dragon, if you a gent, if you a Latin king, if you a SD, if you one of the GDs from the Greens, I don't fuck with you. You know, you the ops. I never had vice lords as ops because, you know, Bo, that's my brother. We from the same block as GDs and vice lords. He even used to call us GVLs. You know what I'm saying? How them niggas GVLs down there? You know what I'm saying? But we weren't. It's just we was one block. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, that's how I grew up. But when I go to that, all fast forward to me going to jail. And when I got to jail, I'm like, okay, even me and my homie fell out, I'm going to still have the block. You know, I'm like, I done did too much work on the block from the year of 2001 all the way to 2011. Any gunshot went off in my neighborhood, it was me, literally. Like, ain't no exaggeration. You can go to my neighborhood, they gonna tell you, like, yeah, any gunshot went off, any pressure applied to any neighborhood outside, that was all me. And a few people in my crew, they was more with the fighting, but that initial pressure was me. So when I got locked up, I knew my block was gonna come see me. So for not one person from my block to come see me, only one did it from the block. Well, if you consider Bo and Tone, so two people from the block. Okay. Nobody else came from my block to see me. Everybody was like, fuck that nigga, he ain't never get out. You know, so it was a lot of that, and I was more hurt by that. I'm like, damn, so my family gonna betray me? You know, this is fair, y'all the family. Like, damn, okay, I already fell out with my homie. That's one betrayal. My dad never could see me or his side of the family, so that's two betrayals. My mama's side of the family ain't come visit me, sending me a letter. Only person that never came to see me was Bo and Mecca. They came to my trial. My mama came all the time, and my sister came, and Tone, one of the G's from my block. So not only am I fighting the case against my so-called best friend, you know, but at the same time, these GDs and these vice lords and this family turned their back on me. You know what I'm saying? Where the guys at? Like, where the family at? I don't see nobody but my mom. And my mama would come visit me like, yeah, I seen everybody on my way up here to see you. And I'm like, damn, why them niggas ain't come with you? Why they couldn't give you, if it's 30 niggas outside, everybody give my mama $5, that's $150. You can put that on the books, you know. Jail nigga gonna stretch $150. That's like 3-4 store days. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know money on the book. So, you know, I'm looking like, damn, I can see if I'm just some nigga in here like this Jetta. You feel me? Like, if it wasn't for me, you niggas wouldn't be able to stand outside. Like, we made it possible. Me and my crew made it possible for you niggas to stand out here safely. These Mexicans was terrorizing you niggas. Y'all was scared to go to the store. You feel me? So it's like, you feel me? So it's like, damn, now motherfucker locked up and niggas out here getting money doing their thing and it's fuck me. And here certain niggas really say out their mouth, like on Facebook, like, yeah, fuck that nigga. He ain't never getting out. I'm like, damn. So at that point, it was like crushing. It was so many blows from my family, from my personal family, coming from the streets. And then when I was in jail, you know, I was putting a lot of work for the GDs when I'm my first year. That's how I got stabbed all up, because I was in there stabbing niggas and just wilding. I thought I wasn't going to get out of it. I couldn't afford a lawyer. My mama couldn't afford a lawyer. Money was tight with Bo, and then they had money tied up in all type of ways. So, you know, it was like, it's fucked up. And when I got stabbed up, that's what in jail. I got stabbed 8 times. In one event, the deck went up, and I got stabbed 8 times in the face and all. Yeah, that was.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, when you was incarcerated, like, what happened with that situation? You know what I'm saying? With that, you going through that? Like, what was that about, God?
Well, when I got
we know,
stabbed up,
you was locked up. You was locked up somewhere, goddamn, with all the bad people. Let them know about that too, because you was locked down then and fighting for your life for this shit. People understand. A lot of people talking about they had murder cases and this, that, and the third. Like, you was really fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? For some shit that you ain't had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Talk with the people a little bit about that. What made your changes incarcerated?
I mean, yeah, like I say, like after I got stabbed, you know what I'm saying? And I was in the hospital like 4 days, you know, and I'm like, man, when I was in Division 1, just to get them a quick drop, I was in Cook County Jail on 26th of California. Yeah, I was in Cook County Jail on 26th of California, and that's one of the worst. A lot of people don't know, but Cook County Jail in Chicago is one of the worst county jails in the country. The only jail they say worse is L.A. County. Even Rikers and Sing Sing in New York ain't worse than Cook County. The only jail that's worse than Cook County, they say L.A. County Jail because of the race riots. But, you know, everybody know in the jail, like, niggas get busy in there because you got all the gangs and everybody think they tough. So you take a bunch of tough niggas and you put in this whole-ass jail from all over the city, and you're going to get nothing but chaos. You know, it's gladiator school, you know. So I was in Division 1, which is maximum security at that. You know, the county, people that know about the county jail, every division go up. You could be in minimum. Division 2, that bitch going up. But I'm in Division 1 maximum, so this with all the killers. Ain't nobody getting out no time soon. Niggas in here, we know it. So It was a different direction. And I got kicked out of Division 1 for cooking. I got caught cooking in Division 1. And we had a CO in Division 1 also. Yeah, I got kicked out of Division 1 for cooking. I got caught cooking, gang. You hear it?
Let me find out you got caught for cooking in that bitch.
Yeah, I caught, me and my celly, we get caught cooking. Mother like on the walk, but it was too late. We already had the pizza puffs and full wrap. Okay. You know what I'm saying, nigga? We done lit 19 milk cartons. We been selling these bitches all week. You hear me? So you know what I'm saying? We got the mayonnaise. You know, in Cook County Jail, we lift our mattress up and we turn the bed to a grill because it's all steel. That's how intelligent we are as guys. And jail just pull it out, Mo. But yeah, we turn the bed to the grill. We hit that bitch with the mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? Now that's your oil. That act as your oil. You take the milk carton, you lit up, because if you don't put the mayonnaise on there, your shit gonna stick to your bed. You feel me? You gotta treat it like a real grill. We ain't got butter. Niggas got mayonnaise. You feel? We got mayonnaise package. We mayonnaise the whole little bed, steel bed down. Got our little milk cartons. Light them bitches on fire. We get a wick off the motherfucking light bulb. We get a wick off the TV switch from the front. Niggas that bitch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We light the cartons and shit. We holding. Now you got one motherfucker on the lookout and one motherfucker holding the cartons. You know what I'm saying?
On me, but real talk.
Somehow, nigga, this day we was hungry as fuck, nigga. So wasn't nobody on the lookout. We just holding cards and trying to get shit done. And motherfucker, like it was a CO in there. I don't know if she's still in there, but everybody knew her. She been in the county for a long time. Name was Grand Dynamite. She known for cussing motherfuckers out. She a white shirt with gray hair. She short, set. It happened to be Dynamite came in, and they happened to be doing a shakedown. So when they came in, they shook, they be like, shakedown. But we already in the heart cooking. I'm like, oh, fuck, we smoked. Nigga, I'm like, ain't no need to stop. You might want to try to get it. We try to hear it, but get some bites off our shit. We know it's over with. Showing up, they roll out doors, they come. They come, nigga. Hey, they open the doors.
Hey, God, so I'm trying to get a bite before they come grab it. They coming in that motherfucker. Y'all got to understand these real life stories. You got one watching, he on the cart with the food and shit. They done busted. He tried to get his shit in before they got them going down the set.
Real life stories, man. This is why don't nobody need to go sit in no cell. But yeah, these real life stories, man. And we get our goofy ass caught, man. Long story short, we get cooking, and after we get caught cooking, you know, they kick us out.
Okay.
They kick us out of Division 1. So I leave Division 1 and I get sent to Division 9. I go to the whole. I was on the level system for like a month for that shit too. 30 days. I was the whole 30 days. And then they left me in Division 9. They're like, this nigga, they arsonists. This nigga over here cooking and shit in jail. They cooking and shit. So they left me in Division 9. And when I got to Division 9, that's way worse than Division 1. Division 9, anybody that been in Cook County Jail gonna tell you they don't want to go to 9 because that's super maximum security. So this is what they, like I say, to get to 9, you either got to have a high profile case or you got to do some bad in Division 1 to get your ass kicked out to get sent to 9. Or if you fighting too much in Division 6 or some shit, they'll send you to 9. So, you know, on the walk to 9, it's literally a little, I'm hearing all these stories about Division 9 too. Like, you don't want to go over there, them niggas crazy. They be stabbing niggas all day. This all you hearing about niggas getting stabbed at 9, you hear me? And they like, on the walk, you say, they like, on your walk over there and say, welcome to hell. And it's crazy because I'm walking down the little boulevard and shit on my way to 9. I'm looking out for the sign on the little wall to say welcome to hell. And I sure seen that bitch too. As soon as you finna go and say welcome to hell. So I'm like, cool. So we get to Division 9 and like now it's just turned. Like I going on 2, I got stabbed on, that was in the North Tower. I was on, what was that, 2D? Yo, I was on 2D. Yeah, because North Tower go 8, it's 4 wing, it's 2. Division 9 composed of 2 towers, North Tower, South Tower. You got A, B, C, and D, and you got E, F, G, H. So A, B, C, that's North Tower. E, F, G, H is South Tower. So it's 4 floors. No, 4 wings, 3 floors. So it's 12 decks each tower. So basically, I get to 2D, and the deck went up. Like I said, I was real. My first year, I was a hothead because I'm like, I ain't getting out so fucking. I'm fully immersed in this gang life in here. So I'm in there like on my G shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing growth and development, but I hadn't reached that level yet. That was like my second year, so I'm really still on some like GD shit. I'm on some gangster disciple shit. So we basically, long story short, this is how I get stabbed. I wasn't supposed to even get stabbed, but I was turned when 2012 was my first year. The whole year 2012, I was turned until I got my last stab. That's what calmed me down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was turned. Yeah, I was turned. So when we get to 2D, sure enough, you good, bro. So when we get to 2D and shit, the deck was already on lockdown. You feel me?
Right.
Hold on. The deck was already on lockdown. You know. There we go. Yeah, so the deck was already on lockdown. That's how turned it was because it was like a big gang war going on between the Finballs and the One Love on that deck. So we basically on wall to wall. So wall to wall, for those who don't know, that means basically you come out. It's basically 23 and 1. Every wall get a little hour out, and that's it for the day. You done. You back in your cell. So we was on 23 and 1, and it was real tense on the deck. Like it was already people that are on the Finball side. If you ever heard of Crate Head, his name be popping out here, but he's still locked up. I was on the deck with him. That's my boy.
Damn,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I was locked up with everybody, man. You hear me? But like,
damn, nigga been in there forever. Damn, I done went in and came out, and you done went in and came. Damn, man, free that man, man. Free
Crate Head, man. Yeah, but yeah, he one of the most though. But I fuck with God. Yeah, he had just like that was my boy. Like but he ended up getting kicked off deck the day before me because they came and shook our deck down. And he got caught with a big ass knife, so they kicked him out.
Okay.
But before he left, like he basically the Finballs off my ass because they like he fucked with me heavy. He like, man, like I don't fuck with no GDs, but I fuck with JG because in there they call me Jetta G, so they shorted to JG. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I fuck with JG because he's smart. He don't be starting shit. All he do is work out and stay to himself, which is true. That's all I did, and that's work out, stay to myself. So when he left, that got me in shit with the rest of them because they didn't like the GDs, but they stayed off of me because of Crate Head. He had and shit. You know what I'm saying? But once he left, you know how that go. So like it's open season on his ass too. You know what I'm saying? It's basically long story short.
Yeah.
Lord, this is how I got stabbed. So my celly, we come out on the phone, and it's the life changing event that made me dive deeper in myself. Like real talk. Like we come out on the deck. And like I say, I've always been loyal beyond the word. Like just like for the guys and goddesses, like I die for my people. I die for you, bro. I die for my people. Like I'm in this war against these oppressors, real life revolutionary, ready to kill them and die for my people behind this shit to enact change. Well, a lot of people need to know that shit ain't started from this. I was like that in the streets behind my mob. Like I've always been a Purple Heart type of individual. Like I'm gonna run in a building and bitch on fire for the mob. Bo will tell you that. For the clan, I was the same way.
Okay, let's get into that. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. Let me navigate the God, man.
Yeah, we gonna catch up. We gonna let me finish this story on the get stabbed shit. So
go ahead, gang, because it gets spicy. Yeah, talk your shit.
Yeah, basically, like, you know, me being the type of person that's overly loyal, overly gonna put his life on the line. That's how I got my silly ass stabbed, because basically it wasn't even about me. Like, the vice lords wanted to fight one of the Latin folks. I was on the phone. I was literally on the phone with my sister. So it was only like, no lie, it was only 3 GDs on the floor. The rest of everybody on the floor was Latin folks. It was like 12 Latin folks. Our whole wall was Latin folks. Me and my celly was G, and the nigga who had the deck, he was the deck LC for the GDs. He was on the wall with us. But the reason the deck never up because the G, it was a person on the deck. He had the hold for the GDs. He was on the wall with none but finballs, and one of the finballs he had like a compound slot for the finballs. He was on our wall, so it was like the finballs ain't never want to push on the GD that had a slot for us, because they're like, okay, we fuck him up when we come out, they gonna fuck when they come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what kept the deck from going up. But this day I made the whole deck go up because, like I said, being for real, because the nigga who had the bill told me leave the shit alone.
No, I'm just tweaking because I know how it is in there, so I'm just tweaking off you. Go ahead, guys.
You know how it is, bro. So it's like we on wall to wall and shit. So we come out, I'm on the phone, and they want to fuck little Latin folks. He about 5'1", 115. You know what I'm saying? One of the vice lords wants to fight him named Greasy. But Greasy like my height, and he like husky with it. So you got about 7-inch, 40, 50-pound advantage. I like, man, hell nah, you ain't finna fight folks, nigga. I'll fight you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't ever finna fight little Latin folks, man. I'll fight you though, G. We the same height. You got a little more weight than me, but I'll go under the stairs with you. And then he was like, nah, I don't wanna fight you because I fuck with you. He like, but I'll fight your celly though. I don't like your celly. Cause Greasy did fuck with me, but he didn't like my celly. My celly was over east. He was from Lakeside. He was
Lakeside. Man, okay.
Yeah, now he was fucking ball killer crazy. I'm talking about this nigga ain't had nothing but 5-point stars cracked on him. I'm like, this nigga a real game back. I told him we was set up like, gee, I fuck with Vice Lord. You motherfuckers really a Vice Lord pinball killer? You got the stars cracked on you, nigga. Like, that shit serious with you. So I ain't gonna lie, I understood why Greasy wanted to fight him, because my celly was super GD and he's super everything else. So he was them type of GD, you know what I'm saying? I'm GD or nothing for real. So Greasy like, nigga, I don't want to fight you. I fuck with you, nigga, but I'll fight your celly though. He think he tough. So my celly on the phone, he hear it. He been waiting to fight anyway. He like, oh yeah, nigga, you know I'm pinball killer anyway, nigga. What's up? So he hang the phone up. He take his shirt off. So they start walking to the stairs. So then, like, the Latin folks, remember, they started with the Latin folks. I spoke up for him. Greasy didn't want to fight me. He wanted to fight my celly because my celly was more finball, like, killer. So Greasy pinball crazy. Greasy was CVL from out west off the Ave, and he had a there. He had juice. Yeah, he had juice in that bitch. He had, like, a compound, so I told y'all slots like that, but he had one. So he like, all right, bet. So it really gonna be a good fight because Greasy be whooping niggas and I heard my celly be whooping it. So now we all walking. Yeah, now we all walking to the stairs, right? We all walking to the stairs. And one of the finballs, he was ATG. His name was Lil Mike. He's from Chicago Heights. He one of the four Chicago Heights, but he was ATG though. So you know how they was rocking. Because they was against the grain with their own mob. They didn't give a fuck who he was. They ATG against the grain. So he was ATG. So he like, nah, I want to fight this little Latino motherfucker that started all this shit. And then that's what kicked it off. Because I was like, nah, nigga, you ain't going to fight him. And he was like, man, look, bro, this shit ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm going to fight him. And I pushed him out my face. I'm like, nigga, get up off me. And I pushed him hard, like, get your bitch ass up off me. And then I wasn't even thinking about him. I started walking to the stairs with my celly to fight Greasy. Because while we walking to the stairs, after I pushed him up off me, that's when he get the knife. See, I end up, like, people that was watching, like, GDs that was in their cell, they told me later on how he stabbed me. Like, Lil Mike was like, you know what I'm saying? But he actually walked up to try to talk to me first. You see what I'm saying? I was so focused on my celly shit, because remember, they still walking to the stairs to fight.
Right.
So when he walking up to me, he like, JG, let me holler at you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm like, no bitch ass up off me, nigga. And I pushed him hard as fuck. And I ain't even look at him no more. Like, I walked to the stairs with my celly. So he went to get a knife from one of the other moles that was in the cell, gave him a knife. So I'm under the stairs with it's me, my celly, and 2 finballs. So my celly like, all right, let's fight. I say it just like this. I say, nigga, nah, ain't gonna be no one-on-one. Fuck it. The deck already been tense. We walking on eggshells. I'm tired of living like this. If this bitch gonna go up, it's gonna go up. We've been on eggshells every day around this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at that point, that's where I went wrong, because I could have just let them fight one-on-one. I didn't have to push Lil Michael off. None of that shit. I was just being over the edge. Like, even people on the outside watching like, damn, you really made the whole shit pop because you was the most turned. I'm like, nigga, fuck that, ain't no one-on-one. We just finna rock the whole deck. You niggas know what it is. We've been on this shit every day. Every wall come out, we gotta
right,
get on eggshells.
right.
And I said this out loud. So basically, I'm talking, not being aware of my surroundings, just talking shit. Had I been more aware of my surroundings, I would have peeped that this nigga went over there to the cell. Buddy didn't hand him the knife. You feel me? The other finballs, they grabbed their knives. I ain't peeping none of this. So I'm blah, 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 running my motherfucking dick suckers. You feel me? So basically, when I said that, the Latin folks, most of the Latin folks, they stopped walking. They didn't even go to the stairs. That's the second sign I should have peeped. They didn't even come over there with us, but here I am trying to put my neck on the line for them.
Right.
Trying to be one love thing and be over the edge with it. You feel me?
Right.
My celly and him square up the fight. My celly ended up dropping his ass. Goddamn, once my celly dropped him, I walked up like I was walking up to be like, damn, I couldn't believe he dropped him off one punch. He definitely dropped him once. And I'm walking up like, damn. And before I could finish, I see somebody running at my peripheral. And when I turned, look, he stabbed me right in the face. Right here. But when he stabbed me in the face, he hit me with a flat piece. So, you know, the flat pieces, they like butcher knives.
Right.
You had 2 types of knives. You had the pokers and you had the flat piece.
Right.
The poker just gonna go straight through you. The flat piece gonna go out through your face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why it went through my face like that. He hit me just like that, like right down the middle. Like my nose was this was hanging to the side. Like when I got to, they had stitched this back together. It was barely hanging. They had to save my shit. You feel me? Like, and if you watch my God Talk video when my mustache shaved, you can see it good. You know what I'm saying? It go from the top of my nose all the way to my lip right here.
Damn, okay. Yeah, I showed one in God. Yeah, okay, now that, okay, thanks, man. Yeah, I showed my actually a long time ago. I talked to the phone like, what the fuck happened? But I seen it cleared up. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
it got better over the time, but you can still see it though. But yeah, he fucked me up with that. I ain't gonna lie. But I thought he punched me though. So we fighting. Now while we fighting, I'm punching his ass back. We hitting each other. So I'm like, okay, this a fight. We hitting each other. Then all of a sudden I just started like, it got warm. I felt like a lot of water running down my face. Like, what the fuck is all this water coming from? Like I felt something moist. But we still fighting, so I can't stop to look and see what it is. And then I started seeing like a lot of blood. I still didn't know if it was me or him. And I'm punching the shit out of his ass too. So I don't know if it's me or him. And if we is bleeding shit, it's a fight. I didn't even know I was bleeding that bad. We fight. Next thing you know, I'm fighting other niggas. We rumbling in there. So I'm smacking niggas with trays. Niggas hitting me. Like, it's going up. So, like, when it was all said and done, we kind of like, we fighting for a little minute. And then we kind of like, all tired. So all the one love went to one side. All the finballs went to one side. Niggas out of breath. Niggas bleeding. Niggas. But you could tell everybody want to fight no more. Now we just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the other side, you know how the deck go up. And now some say, look to the left. I look to the left. I seen our COs at the glass. I'm like, they finna run in. On that, you hear me? On that running. And then one of the maniacs like, damn, folks, they stabbed you, bro. I'm like, what? And I look, I'm covered in blood. So the little maniac, like, damn, they just stabbed him. He picked up a tray. He run back over there, started to fight back. I started fighting more finballs again once he seen how bad I was stabbed. So like, I run back over there, start fighting again too. So we fight. They come in, they take us downstairs. I didn't even know I got stabbed.
You fighting with all the blood over you and everything, cut everything, blood all over.
Yeah, I was literally like red, like I was bleeding. I was covered in blood, like, but I was still fighting though. Like I walked off on my feet. I ain't never once lay down. They ain't have to cart me off or none of that shit. Like we went downstairs to Cermak. I went down first. They had me in cuffs, but I'm leaking. So then when I get down there, the nurse like, He let how many times he was stabbed. I think he was stabbed. She was like, okay, I see this one. She's like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Damn.
5. She's like, hold on. She's like, we need to call the ambulance because I see 8 holes. So I'm like, I didn't even know I got stabbed 8 times. I got stabbed 8 times. She's like, I don't even know how you still talking. She's like, I don't even know how you still talking right now. She's like, we need to get an ambulance quick. So they called the ambulance. So I'm like, damn, now I'm mad. I'm like, damn, these niggas that send me to the hospital. You feel me? So, you know, when in jail, that is like, if you lose a fight, that's one thing, but you don't want to get carted off because then it's like people going to talk more shit about you. So in my mind, I'm like, man, these niggas that send me to the hospital. And next thing you know, I hear the CO over the walkie-talkie. He like, we're going to need 5 more ambulances. I'm like, okay. So as I'm going they end up bringing me a stretcher in. They put me on the stretcher. So now I'm sitting up on the stretcher. They riding me out. I see Lil Mike who stabbed me. His whole eye socket looked weird, but I didn't know what happened to him. All I knew was he was fucked up because they had him holding his head back. They like, hold your head back. He's like, I can't breathe. So I'm talking shit on the stretcher riding by. I'm like, yeah, nigga, your bitch ass coming with me. That's exactly what I said.
What the fuck? I can't breathe.
Yeah. So no. My thing was this. I felt better seeing him being fucked up with me. It's just like I couldn't go by myself. You feel me? He's like, okay, I know I was fucking some shit up too now. I'm about to say now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm like, yeah, yo, bitch ass coming with me. The CEO's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still arguing. So that's what they're like, we're going to have to separate them. We're going to have to separate them. We got to send all these. It's a gang war. We don't know who. But once we find out, don't send them all to the same hospital because they ass still want to fight. So they said, I'm outside on the stretcher. I see all the ambulances pulling up. So what happened was the deck brawl went up. The shit ended up making the news too. If people look it up, September 27, 2012, look up Cook County Jail Brawl, September 27, 2012. That shit was the news. Because 6 of us went to the hospital. So when it was all said and done, I got stabbed 8 times. Another GD got stabbed 6 times. And the other 4 people that came to the hospital was all finballs. So once I found that in the hospital, I felt good. I'm like, yeah, nigga. I'm like, y'all had the numbers and y'all had the knives, and we still sent 4 of y'all ass to the hospital. So I felt good after that. I'm like, I wasn't tripping about it's cavities and war. As long as we brought niggas with us, I'm cool. Because remember, they had the numbers and they had the knives. We didn't have no knives. And the only reason they go with the numbers is because ain't none of the Latin folks ride but one. Remember, it started off. I tried to help the Latin folks. I tried to help the Latin folks in this fight, bro. And I ended up putting my life on the line, nigga. Could have died. I got stabbed all in the head. Yeah, I got stabbed on both sides of my got right here and in the head. And like they tried to kill me. They wasn't like the spots the doctor even said. They said the spots they stabbed you, they was trying to kill you. And he knew what he was doing. He wasn't just trying to stab, because he could have stabbed me all in my body. That nigga kept for the face. You got to think, he wasn't fucking around. So my thing was this, like, we was in the hospital. Here I am in my head. I'm like, man, when I get back to the county, I'm sending that bitch up as soon as I get back. That's the only thing that was on my mind. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you was involved. If I see your ass, if your ass a finball, I'm stabbing anything moving. I don't give a fuck who it is. That's what my mind was at my first night in the hospital, bro. My second night, when I got to actually see myself, because they didn't bring the mirror in. They brought the mirror in the second day. And my eyes were swole black, both of them. Because remember, I got stabbed. So it's like, if you punch somebody in their nose and they nose swell up, it's going to immediately black their eyes anyway. So I got stabbed in the nose. So my shit had to heal. So my eyes immediately was black, puffy, black. I couldn't barely see out my shit too. They swelled up, like both of them, like they was swole. And then I'm like, I seen this was swole all the way. Stabbed that it was hanging out. You know, it was real bad when I first got stabbed up. So I'm looking out the window. And then, you know, when you in jail and you on the bed, they have you cuffed to the bed. So I'm cuffed to this bed. And like, man, I could have just died for some niggas that don't even give a fuck about me. You know, that's when it hit me. When I was literally, I was for 4 days, bro. You hear me?
Right.
The first night, I was still on some gangbang shit. But day 2, 3, and 4, day 2, 3, and 4 is like the ancestors got through to who I was here, anyway. It was like, I sat there and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, man, I done did all this shit in the streets, and it led me to jail.
Right.
And then now I'm in jail. I'm like, and now I'm in jail putting my life on the line. I did in the street for niggas. And I wouldn't even got stabbed all this time if everybody would have rolled. And see, the GD that got stabbed 6 times in the neck.
Right.
We was in the room together, and he was the one that told me. He was like, "Man, bro, he like ain't none of the Latin folks ride with you, bro." He like they was stabbing you so bad, bro. That's why I jumped in. He basically they had ganged up on me. You see what I'm saying? And my celly was fighting a bunch of other niggas by himself. So the other GD, he seen me getting stabbed up, and he said he had to make a decision. He like, bro, I didn't know who to help. I didn't know whether to help you or your celly. He like, but I looked over by the door. He like, and I seen all that blood, so I knew they was stabbing you, bro. He like, and I ran over to help you. But you know, I'm fighting, so I didn't even know how that shit happened. But I got the wounds in my back to verify that niggas was stabbing me in my back, and I got them in my face. So yeah, niggas definitely was stabbing me in the back too. But and I'm fighting all these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when you getting jumped, nigga, you know how many niggas fighting. You feel me? So I just know niggas was punching the shit out of my ass. You feel me? And I was punching niggas back like I could take a punch. So it wasn't nothing to punch and shit. Like I said, I didn't even know how bad it was to actually get to the hospital, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's why when the doctor kept asking me, like, I was awoke when they stitched my nose back together. I wasn't asleep. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Right. I didn't get no anesthesia. None of that. I didn't get no anesthesia. None of that. So when you jail, bro, you don't get that. You don't get that when you go to jail. You go to hospital in jail. Hell no.
You right, but I'm like, damn, God, you know, damn. Cause you know they treacherous down there in the Mac, boy. Cermac, they ain't.
You feel me? Yeah, bro. So you know, like I was cuffed to the bed the whole time. They never took the cuffs off me. I never left the cuffs or none of that. So you know, like with me, bro, like I was just like, damn, bro. I'm like, I've been giving my life to the street and shit got me in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and here I am trying to help these niggas be loyal to this one love shit. And you mean to tell me you was the only nigga help me, bro? He like, yeah, bro. He like, bro, ain't none of them niggas help. And it was like 10 Latin folks, bro. And if they would have helped, bro, I wouldn't have got stabbed 8 times, and he wouldn't have got stabbed 6 times in the neck, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, them niggas never do shit in the county, man. I'm surprised you roll for them niggas, man, because that's how I know you a good nigga, man. Them niggas never ride for nothing with it there. The Latin Kings, the Latin gang, they do not jump in that shit.
Yeah, bro, it was just like, yeah, bro, but you know, it's politics. Like, if I don't help the one love, then my people they gonna deal with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, when one love creed, yeah, but at the same time, like a lot of GDs that was locked up said, like, bro, you still went above and beyond, bro. You supposed to fall back, let them niggas at least swing for themselves, then you help them niggas. I didn't do nothing. I just like threw myself out there to the point where it's like, but that's me, bro. That's just like when you invited me to shows, bro. I'm the same way to die right there with you. Luckily, it never came to that. But that's always been me, bro. And that's where people took advantage of me. And it was like at that point, bro, I was like, man, I just damn near died. And that's what I told him. I'm like, bro, so you telling me, because we was only 2 niggas in the hospital, bro. But that shit ain't have nothing to do with us, bro. We could have literally fell back, and they just wanted to fight the Latins, bro. And I was at that point, bro, I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, G, I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm like, these niggas ain't never just let me jump out there to help them, and these niggas ain't even fight, nigga. And it made sense. I was wondering how the fuck so many niggas is on me? If it's 12, it's like, if niggas don't help, then that makes it easy for other motherfuckers to whoop your ass. You feel me? Like they gotta know how to fight. They can just bring your ass over there. You gonna get a nigga off me. You feel me? But if you gonna stand back, then they gonna have a field day with me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, ain't no pressure applied. They just stabbing a nigga, jumping a nigga. You feel me? So yeah, you know, so that really woke me up, bro. When I got back to the county, you know, like that's when the GDs, they gave me like a little higher position because of that. They did. They like, I did gain a lot of respect. That was my first jail slot for the mob. Like niggas like, man, folks and them got busy and they only 3 of them fighting them to 10 niggas with knives. It's like, the person I was fighting, he had a knife. So I'm fighting. The whole time I'm fighting him, he had a knife. So that's how he was stabbed. He was punching and swinging. He was punching and stabbing. He was windmilling.
I was going to ask you that.
But he had the knife in one hand, though. So he was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's why when he stabbed me in the face, I thought he punched me. Because it came out like that, like a punch. But he had stabbed me. I didn't know. So, like, when I got to jail, I still accepted the slot. I still helped the mob. But from that point on, I started, like, thinking more about what Larry Hoover was talking about growth and development. I started my meditation right there because I was always in tune, but it was just a part of myself that I was hiding to try to be loyal to the streets. See, it came down to loyalty for me. Like, I've always been loyalty. So my loyalty led me to the streets. I didn't have to go to the streets. It's a difference. Like, I had a good mom. I come out of a good household. I come from a good family, bro. Like, I ain't got that story like how some motherfuckers and people I grew up with, like, they had to go to the streets. I ain't gonna lie and say I had to be in the streets. I never had to sell drugs if I ain't want to. I never had to try to rob people or anything. That stuff I did because I was loyal to my friends and my block. It just started off as us being little kids on the playground, being loyal to each other. And then we began to get old, and over time, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like you a part of a gang and you don't even know it because these are the same people you've been around your whole life. So that woke me up. And then from that, it was like I started reading the book I read. It's crazy because my celly, when I got out of summer camp, when I healed up, they gave me the whole Division 10. And I'm like, man, I'm going to show niggas what this GD shit really about. I started making people read. I started doing growth and development, making motherfuckers work out, doing what Larry Hoover want people to do, which is not sit in jail. He wants us to be out here giving back to our communities and helping our people. That's Larry Hoover law. So by me getting stabbed, that made me focus more on the actual literature of Larry Hoover's teachings. So I'm like, oh, damn, I'm doing this shit. I ain't even doing GD. I'm actually embarrassing him, and I'm actually the reason why he's sitting in there. Niggas like me. Because if we gonna sit here and gang bang and kill each other and sell drugs to our community and then say we GDs, that ain't what Larry Hoover represented, and then we wonder why they hit him with all them fucking charges and shit. So I was able to see that. I was seeing that in the cell. And I just started, being already intelligent, I started to redirect my energy. Okay, I never lost the gangster in me. That's still me. But it's just like, okay, I'm not going to fight my own people. I'm not going. And even in there, I started pushing that. Even in jail, I started pushing it. Like, man, nigga, we ain't the ops. Ain't no vice lords our ops. Ain't no, that's why I put the one love policy in play. Anybody locked up with me going to tell you, like, man, JG was a real one. And, like, the Finballs love me because I put the one love policy in play. No decks going up no more. Wasn't no niggas getting stabbed. Because if I make it if we do a one-on policy, that means if two people get into it, it has to be a one-on-one fight. That way it ain't got to be a whole bunch of people getting stabbed or people risking their life to try to help other niggas that they wouldn't even known over this motherfucking state. Like, at the end of the day, niggas in jail, and our main goal was to get back home. So when I sat down with the leader of the vice lords and the nigga who had to build the king and the BDs, and I sat down and I orchestrated that treaty. And that's why they gave me the whole Division 10. And then I got kicked out of Division 10 because I was too, like, they were like, man, he a gang leader. So we don't want him over here no more. They kicked me out. And when I got to Division 9, my reputation preceded itself for, like, the big guys that was coming from downstate. I don't want to say their name, but folks in them that was, like, big board members and people that come from downstate and people with, like, I-staff slots was like, man, we heard he a one. Like, he really in the vision. He really in Larry vision. He ain't about no gang banging. He about real growth and development, and he loves people. Like, so then that's when they gave me the whole building. They're like, man, you a leader. So when I got my slot, I didn't get my building slot for being no tough nigga. I got it because I'm a thinker. I got it because they seen that I changed the narrative. I'm like, listen, this shit say we supposed to respect all members and non-members. That's Larry Law. How the fuck can I say Vice Lord killer? How the fuck can I say Latin King killer? How can I say I'm a killer of any opposite organization? Larry Hoover said itself that we are to respect all members and non-members. So like I was like enforcing his law to the point where niggas like, damn, this nigga know the law. Like even now, like it's a lot of GDs, they never be up. Like I sat down with them, they ain't gonna know half of what I know. You know what I'm saying? It was the fact that I was familiar with so much literature and I was actually implementing it. They like, man, he really in the vision, so we gotta give him this. And all the GDs, they respected me. All the vice lords and Latin kings, they respect me, not for no tough shit. They're like, he's just a good, real nigga. Like I say, it was times we came in the bullpen. It was times we came in the bullpen, and a GD might have an issue with another Finball. And since we got the numbers, it's more of us than them, they want to jump him. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. If you got a problem with him, with that brother over there, you know, y'all handle that, and we'll make sure nobody jump in. But ain't no we finna jump him because he got numbers. Because what if you come in here one day and you ain't got the. So you know that was
grab my charger. Go ahead, gang.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Grab my charger. Go ahead.
You go ahead. You know, then I was sitting down, teaching people how to read and that. You know, I put together a whole jailhouse strike in there. That's what people got to know, like Rashad, Jamal. You know, whether you know me as JG, Jetta G, Rashad, Jamal. You know, like, they gonna tell you like I was in there orchestrating whole jailhouse strikes. Like me and one of the Latin folks, we came up with the policy where we struck and we was doing visitation strikes. Like I was leading all that. You know what I'm saying? We was putting that together. So I just started changing the narrative. I started diving more into myself. And this before I ever got out. I was already in there like meditating. I was already in there. Like everything that's going on now, I promise you, I seen it when I was in there because I was writing it down. I was saying, look, real over rich gonna be the ideology that we gonna continue to push. I'm not gonna let this bullshit case over my head, stop me from doing what they put me here to do. So what I'm doing right now, I was doing that in jail. You know what I'm saying? I was doing that in jail. I was sitting with the guys. I let them know they were guys. It's people that's in the university that was in jail with me to get out. They were like, nah, he was on that in there. Like, I was letting people know they was guys. Like, I was passing out books. I made it mandatory for all sevenfolds to read. I made it mandatory for all sevenfolds to work at. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was trying to get the other mobs to do that. But definitely my mob, like, it was niggas ain't like it. Oh, damn, G got mandatory literature class. Yeah. You got to sit in here and read. Yeah, you ain't gonna say you one of us if you don't know how to read. You ain't gonna say one of us and you trying to go out here and fight these like for example, like before I got my positions in jail, niggas would give us kites and make us go to court and try to fight the people. And I always felt like that ain't what Larry want. Like, nigga, we trying to get out of this. So why is you giving me kites to take the court saying I gotta whoop niggas at court? Nigga, this my court date. How the fuck I'm gonna get home? We whoop this nigga and we beat the teeth out of his face. Then we catch a jailhouse case. Then what? Like, why is you them motherfuckers out? So when I got that position, I never did that. Like, if I sent the kite out, it was strictly let motherfuckers know, hey, make sure y'all working out. Make sure y'all working on y'all cases. I made it mandatory for all GDs to go to law library. Niggas ain't even want to go. Oh, man, I got a lawyer, G, man. I don't give a fuck if you got a lawyer. Go behind your lawyer, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made that happen like that. So that got me the respect. Like I said, I was locked up with King Von and all them. A lot of the people that people know as rappers. Like, I was locked up.
Well, let's talk about that, God. Some of the things that you were doing, like constructively, after everything that happened with the deck getting sent up, and you started moving to how you was moving. What was some of the things you started doing constructively while you was incarcerated on your pawn to release?
So basically, what I started doing, like the whole real over rich ideology right now, I started organizing that on paper.
Okay.
I started reading like all that I could read. So I turned it to college for me. Like, I vowed to myself that I can come from up under that situation physically, mentally, and spiritually strong. That's what I told myself. So what I did was every day, like, I worked out 3 hours a day. I like rigorously, like, that's all I did was work out. I'm still cut like that, like, cause I all that working out every day. And then, like, when I wasn't working out, I sat in my cell. Nigga, it was days when we had, like, they say, cut your cell. Now I wouldn't even come out, nigga. I got so content with sitting in that 6x9 because I understood that you could lock my body, but you could never trap my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took that Jay-Z lyric and I had it posted under my bunk. I used to read it every day. That Jay-Z lock my body, can't trap my mind. I had that shit under my celly bunk, and when I wake up, I see that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I wake up, I see that shit, and that's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, boom, I see it on the bunk, like, lock my body, can't trap my mind. So that's what I told myself every day, and like, I'm gonna say all the books, bro. I'm talking about the deep shit. Like, my sister and they be like, what you want? She sent me books like Revolutionary Suicide, you know what I'm saying? Financial Literacy, The Rat Race. You know, I read Asada. I read the 48 Laws of Power 29 times in that bitch, back to back. I read The Art of War. I read the 33 Strategies of War. I read Mastery. I read The Art of Seduction. I read all this shit. Like, fuck them urban novels, nigga. Don't hit me with no urban novels, because that shit waters your brain down. That ain't shit, but nah, for real. Like, that's how I started.
Yeah, let's go.
But I started understanding that when you read, whatever you put in your mind, thus you become. So I'm like, I can't be reading all these motherfucking, urban novels unless it's by Sister Soldier or some shit. And I read her shit. I read motherfucking The Coldest Winter Ever in that bitch 1,000 times. I read Midnight 1,000 times, 1 and 2. Fuck you talking about? I'm wondering why they ain't never come out with the movie. You feel me? Like, I read, I'm like, I can't go no more urban novel than that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, started just diving. Like I say, the autobiography of Malcolm X started it all. And from there, it was no looking back. I was into deep shit. Like I used to love lockdowns. You know, we go on lockdown. Boy, I loved it. I'm like, man, I commissary in this bitch, and I got books. Boy, I'm good. You hear me? I'll be in the bitches just reading. Like, read, like, everything. Like, everything I could read, nigga. Like, anything I could read. Like, I'm stuck that now, nigga. Like, I'll read the back of a bag of chips just to have something to read. You feel me? So it was like, in all that reading, I exercising my brain. and I was writing songs. All I did was songs, work out, and read. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I started
Okay.
to push that narrative, and I understood the secret. I understood the speaking things into existence. So that's what I did to beat the case. Like, I started speaking about beating that attempted murder and stuff like that. And I have fully changed my direction. And I started helping a lot of people in there, God. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's speak on this a little bit too, since we covered that. You know what I'm saying? We got Rashad Jamal in the building, Chicago motherfucking legend. In case y'all don't know who the fuck he is, he's definitely a Chicago legend. We definitely doing an interview, getting his life story, you know what I'm saying? So everybody that's in here, y'all getting to know Rashad Jamal, you know what I'm saying? So this is not a class of teaching, it's a class of teaching where he's talking about himself, and we getting y'all in tune with Brother Is More, you know what I'm saying? So we want to speak, like, how did you meet Bo Deal? Like, what was the situation? How you came with Bo Deal and the whole Killer Clan thing? Because a lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying? You was really one of those men's out here. You was rocking with one of the biggest niggas in Chicago, still one of the big niggas in Chicago, Bo Deal. How did you guys link up, and how did that transfer to you actually being a part of Killer Clan, that nature?
Oh, yeah, bro, that's my brother, man. The clan of my brothers. That's my family. They're my mud brothers, for real. Nah, you know what's crazy? It's crazy, right? Because I was in my life that I was like, you ever seen Godfathers of Harlem?
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. I was like, because you know in Godfathers of Harlem, when Bumpy Johnson came in Harlem, like, Bo, that nigga in Chicago, you know it, like, he got diplomatic immunity wherever he go. Like, you know, that's the one person. He goes south side, north side, east side, west side. Everybody got love for Bo. He keep it real with everybody. He don't pick sides. You know what I'm saying? So he got diplomatic immunity. He gave me Bumpy Johnson. He like the real Bumpy Johnson of Chicago. And that's no disrespect to Bump J. You know, I fuck with Bump J. Shout out to Bump J. Shout out to the Gold Squad. Yeah. You know we fuck with them. That's fam too. But like, I mean, like, in the way, if you go watch Godfathers of Harlem and how politically connected, how he was moving, that's the way Bo moved. You know what I'm saying? Bo moved like that, with, you know, but not in the sense of where he selling no drugs and nothing. No, he don't do that. He just give back to the community. But as far as having that street respect that a Bumpy Johnson had in Harlem, that's what Bo had. And remember when Bumpy got out, he heard Malcolm X talking. You know, that's what I feel like with me and Bo. I feel like it's like a Bumpy Johnson, Malcolm X thing right now. Because, like, Bo knew me before Rashad Jamal, before I went this way. Like, he going to say Jetta. Right. Anybody that know me before I started, like, they going to say Jeff or JG. You know what I'm saying? So, like, me and Bo, we go all the way, like, you know, Bo from the Greens, and then they moved to the Square. So, Bo Deal is from my neighborhood. He's from 1100. Like, Mecca and all them grew up over there. Like, so Bo grew up in my neighborhood. Then they moved up north. Then from up they moved out west. So
let these people know. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, So you know, Bo did his thing, and you know he was real respected in the streets, and he had done a couple bids. So on his last bid, he was gone for a minute, and he got out in like 2004. 2005, he went on One of the Park, and he was doing his thing. He won like 5 weeks in a row on the Freestyle Friday. You know, when he came back, that's when V-Dub and everybody started fucking with him. You know, and I already knew who he was just from him being from the neighborhood, but I wasn't like running with them. Like, yeah, I wasn't running with them. You know, he came home strictly with a goal. He was like, I'm finna do this music and take off, which he did. But you know, 2005, you talking about when he was like, when he first came home and took off on the music. You talk about 2005, I was 17, I was 18, like, I was over thugging in 2005. You know what I'm saying? I was over thugging, like, that's my prime with that street shit. Like in 2005, I ain't nigga, in 2000, listen, I ain't gonna lie, 2001
Talk on it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, God, like, I don't look back on people, because I come from nothing, man. I come from all of that to get to here now, so it's like, in 2001 through 2005, I ain't give a fuck about myself, nigga. Like, I ain't give a fuck about me, nigga. Like, how bad I was, you know. And Mecca, anybody know me and tell you that I didn't give a fuck about myself. You know, when they was like, man, we doing the music, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. And then, like, they came through the hood, they put the DVDs out, I still wasn't trying to hear that shit. In 2006, he was doing his thing.
He
and Mecca,
lying, y'all. I don't mean to cut y'all off, but he wasn't lying, y'all. This nigga was out there really on that. When these people talking about what they talk about their music, he was on that for real. Wasn't in the internet, none of that music shit. He was out there for real, man. Go speak on that shit, guys.
Yeah, because you know, 01 through 2000 through 2005, nigga, we ain't had no internet. So we was just stepping. It wasn't no doing this shit for like clouds, nigga. We We just out here, you feel me? So 2006, Bo taking off, and Mecca like, bro, you got talent. Because I used to always stand on the block and rap. But I used to always be the young nigga because I was 10, 11 rapping with a gun on me. So every time Mecca came through, I used to have guns on me so much that when Mecca come through to sell his oils and shit, he'll pat me down like, little nigga, you better not be strapped. I'm like 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think like young. So you got to think like by the time Bo started taking off, you know what I'm saying, 06, 07, I'm going into like, cause I've been, you know, like they've been in my life like Bo heavy since 16 really. But by the time they start taking off like in my ear, you know what I'm saying? But when they start taking off, I'm like 18. I'm like 19. So I'm 17, 18 up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hot. So Mecca like, he literally, this how they got me in the studio, no lie. This how they got me to fuck with the clan. It was like, Mecca literally put on the block one day. And he like just dealt out on some big brother girl shit like, little nigga, you going to the studio today. I'm like, man, Mecca ain't on. These little niggas snatched me up, threw me in the car. I'm touching with him, snatched the gun off my waist and everything. Look, what you gonna shoot your brother, nigga? I'm like, oh, nigga, you going to the studio. Took me out west to the studio, and they had a show that night, and that was my first time meeting the whole clan outside of both. And they just embraced me. It was like love. You know, like love. It was like, and when I went to the show with them, they had opened up for Chris Brown. This when Chris Brown was popping. Him and Neo had that, see, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a now that was fabulous in Neo.
That was fab.
Yeah, but Chris Brown was at that show, and Neo and them was there too. He opened, but it was like that song was hot at the time. That's the era. That I'm a movement by myself. That was popping. So we at the show, and when I went to the show, I'm like, damn, to see a nigga come out the streets and really get on this stage when he opening up for the Chris Browns, and I think it was Chris Brown, Pitbull, and Neo. And I'm like, damn, bro, really doing this shit. It's Bo. I'm watching this shit. We have Bo deal shirts on and everything. I'm watching this shit though, like, damn, this nigga really made it. Like in my eyes, so he made me feel like I could make it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, damn, it broke to it, I could do it. So then after that show, Bo was just like, man, you with us, you man, we family, we stay with us, man. Fuck them streets. Like from jump, Bo was always like, get out the streets. Him and Mecca, like they ain't never done me nothing wrong. You feel me? Like never. My own GDs was like, stay in the streets, giving me guns, and Bo and them was like, get out the streets. So you know, like that's me and Bro go all the way back there. And you know, by 2009, you know, by that time the clan name is bigger. Bo doing his thing, and we didn't care about music. We love Bro, and we just knew that we here to support Bro. He our family. He make sure we all good. Bro get through the door, we all through the door. That's how we felt. So it was never no big odds and little U's with the clan. It was always just strictly about we clan, and we know Bro got the name, but he ain't doing this on no selfishness. He doing this for us. This for us. Right. It ain't just for him. Like that's one thing about the clan. We had that family bond, and we still got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when 2009 hit and I seen Gucci came to town and we was Gucci security. Because, you know, when people used to come in Chicago, they used to get robbed a lot. So they used to call Bo and be like, they need security. And people knew, like, man, call Bo and the clan. They going to make sure you good. Because, you know, we showed up 100 deep with 1,000 guns. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we met Gucci. Like, I was there when Bo met Gucci. I was there when Bo met Juice, you know, OJ Juice. We was their security. Like, you know, like when you came to Chicago, if you wanted to be safe, you got up with Bo Deal and the clan. We gonna make sure you safe. So that's how it went, you know what I'm saying? And then literally, this what made me love Waka, no lie, because I never forget. I think it was May 19th, 2009. Gucci Mane was super hot. You know, he had that lemonade out, lemon pepper wings and a freeze cup. He had that, and he had that motherfucking and yeah, he had that motherfucking rock star lifestyle, might not make it. That shit was lit. That 09.
I'm talking about it was hard to get Gucci Mane around this motherfucker. Fuck that. Yeah.
You hear me? The real Gucci though, you know what I'm saying? So
the real Gucci.
Like, yeah, the real WAP. The real WAP, you feel me? So like I never forget like Gucci was cool, he was real laid back, but Waka was realer though. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Waka, they was going to the hotel. There's like 300-400 people out there. They always, you know, we with Waka and Gucci, we like entourage with them. And I never forget. And at that time, that's what I'm saying. Me, along with other people, we was with the pipes. We the protection, make sure they good. See what I'm saying? Like a lot of them celebrities I met them originally through Bo being a part of the clan protecting them.
Okay.
I ain't know. Yeah. I know I can't let nothing happen to them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I met a lot of them through Bo the clan. So like we was always the muscle for the celebrities coming through. A lot of the celebrities use Big Bro. I ain't even gonna lie. And I don't even like it, but that's a whole nother story. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember all these people standing outside the hotel waiting to get autographs from Gucci. And Gucci ain't signed it. You know what I'm saying? I never forget that. But I know I was just a little nigga, a part of both entourage and the clan at that time to them. But I always been observing. I was like, damn, that was fake as hell. And that's what made me not like rock with Gucci the same. I still like the music, but I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't gonna sign all them autographs. I like, if it's me, I'm gonna sign them autographs. That's why, like, right now, when people get online, they say, man, you follow me back. If I see it, I follow motherfuckers back, bro. I don't charge them, I just follow them. Whereas when before I had a follow on, celebrities want to charge me for a follow back. Like, that shit fake. So, this 2009, I like, if I ever get in that position, I'ma always show love back. Because I ain't like when Gucci did that. I'm like, damn, Joe, these people out here waiting, and we just gonna keep walking past them, you know what I'm saying? But you know what was crazy? Waka did, though. Waka stopped, and he started signing everybody autograph. And Gucci went into the hotel. We stood outside the hotel. We know, Waka, man. We just the Waka. We just the entourage. But on my mama, Waka real as fuck, bro. Like, he signed everybody autograph out there, Joe, to make up for what Gucci did. And the crazy thing is, I remember Waka told Bo, he wasn't even rapping yet. I mean, he ain't had no songs out yet. He was still Gucci hype man. He told Bo, like, him and Bo got cool that day, super, super cool. And he told Bo, like, man, I on and blow up, I'm gonna bring you with me. I remember that conversation. And then I ended up leaving after that. This was May 2019. I mean, May 2009. It was a show at Allstate Arena. So that's when Gucci and all them was there. That was May 19, 2009, Allstate Arena. No lie, I never forget. I ended up moving to Atlanta because money got tight, shit got fucked up. I had going to Atlanta like August 2009. No lie, like October 2009, I'm riding around Atlanta and I just hear, oh, let's do it. Oh, let's do it. I put my money up. I can't read up, finish spot. Just to get my now I'm back on that. Shorty, what the fuck you want? Heard he talking shit. But this ain't what the fuck he want. You hear me?
Let's go. Yeah.
Right. So I'm riding to this shit, not even know this Waka.
Damn.
I make a call back. Yeah, I make a call back to the shop and find out through the family, through the clan. Like, yeah, Waka got a hit out right now. I'm like, what? Oh, let's do it. So I go shook it up. I'm like, damn, that is him. Because, you know, he was skinny at first. You know, he put on weight over time. So I'm like, damn, that is him. And then what was crazy, no lie, like a few months after that, he wasn't even on long. Man, he held his word. He signed Bo Deal, and he signed a bunch of other people and started Brick Squad Monopoly. And I was like, I seen all that play out, bro. Like, I'm like, this nigga real. This nigga was Gucci hype man, got cool with Bo, when it should have been Gucci getting cooler with Bo. You see how the universe worked? But it wasn't meant to be. Waka got cool with Bo. Waka was just the hype man at that day. Man, if I ever get on, I'm gonna bring with me, bro. End up blowing up a few months later, and really brought Bo with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Bo got his. Bo started getting big in Chicago. All of a sudden, all the fake look. Hey, everybody went to fuck with him because he was signed with Waka. And I watched all that shit. I'm like, man, I remember when we used to go to shows and we used to have to fight you niggas because y'all was taking Bo Deal CDs and throwing them on the ground and stepping them on them, talking about who the fuck is Bo Dilly. Like, we like, what? We out there rumbling with niggas. I remember them days. And then it was like, as soon as he got signed with Waka, everybody got on his dick. So I looked at it like I learned that the industry and this fame shit was fake from jump because I've been around since I was 16, man, watching all this shit from behind the scenes play out, bro.
Facts.
You know what Bo did after that? Bo the reason Chief Keef and them niggas got on because he introduced him to Waka. He was vouching for Dirt. He was vouching for her. He was vouching for a lot of every Chicago artist that blew up. Yeah, every Chicago artist like your Chief, because Chief Keef started the whole drill wave, but that wouldn't have happened without Bo. Yeah, Chief Keef was coming up. That's no knock to Keef. Shout out to Keef and him on this thing. But Bo was the one plugged them with Waka. Bo was the one. They was the one plugged them with Waka, who plugged them and motherfucker making calls and giving that deal with Interscope and all that shit, bro. Like that was like bro that had an instrumental in a lot of shit. Bo started opening up the door. That's why a lot of artists started getting featured. Waka in Chicago and Gucci. A lot of he done helped a lot of motherfuckers, man. A lot of motherfuckers don't even show the love back that they should show to bro. I mean, real. And that ain't what bro saying. This come out Rashad Jamal mouth, so can't nobody put it on Boland. Whatever I'm saying, it's my feelings. And this how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
can't nobody say both.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing I can say, a motherfucker can't call you a lie because you're speaking facts. You know I was there to bear witness this shit too. So you ain't never lied. You speaking facts on the real. And Bo spoke on that shit a little bit recently and was saying something, but he ain't never dropped no names. But at the end of the day, you brought this shit to the light, definitely for real. So at the time that you was with them, you doing what you doing, you made your first song. What was your first song? And when you went in the studio and made that shit, what made you just keep pushing toward the music? Because I see you kept going with it. You know what I'm saying? You started getting into shows and things of that nature. What was your first song and what was the thing that made you really just push forward with the music? Like, you know what? I'm going to go on with this rap shit.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy that you said that because I never took music serious. Like, that's something that people say. Like, all the connections that have been around me my whole life, I was taking that serious when I was like that young. I was just like, that's why I be like, I got an artist I just signed named Q Roster. He only 17. Okay. That's my little brother. Shout out to Q Roster.
Shout out to him, man.
Real over Richmond. Yeah, but
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cuff him under my wing because he only 17, and I don't want him to be like I was. Like, I sat there at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Like, I had, before I went to jail at 24, I had all them connections, but I ain't use them, though. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. You know what I'm saying? I was just more in the streets, bro. Like, you know, I was rapping, but you know, I was focused on doing the right thing, but I'm still in the wrong circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time I was in the right circles when I was around Bo and the band. But you got to think, we link it up just for events. After them shows, I'm back to the block. I'm back in the streets of Chicago every day. So, you know, it's like I was halfway in, halfway out. I was loyal to the clan, but I was still loyal to the block when I should have just been all the way loyal to the clan because they was trying to get me off the block. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So me trying to loyal to the block and the clan represented more of a positive vibration. You know what I'm saying? Because they was at least trying to do something positive. The block was just like the block. So, you know, I end up giving more of my energy to the block, and that's what led to me going to jail in 2011. You know, 2011 going to 2012, because I was trying to give my energy to the block, and, you know, even when I did get in college and shit like that, you know, niggas got mad, but, you know, like I say, my first song, I always was putting music out. So that's why I say first song, that'll be going back far, but I could say with the clan, you know, first song would have to be, it would have to be my Minority Report. You know, I always was like I've always been a fan of real hip hop. So I always liked to like the real hip hop essence of, like, you know, like a mixtape. I come up out the era where, you know, we come about the era where a mixtape means to really remix other niggas' shit. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays a mixtape is like, you know, you drop 9 original songs on that and that's a mixtape. But it's like, you know, the real original mixtape started with 50 Cent. Like, 50 was taking niggas' beats and murdering them motherfuckers. Like them G-Unit mixtapes and them G-Unit radios, them shits was classic.
Yeah.
Family Banks, all them was going crazy, you know what I'm saying, on the mixtape. So I come out that era, and I come up listening to real lyricists like Big L, and, you know, I'm a real student of the game. I'm a real student of the craft. I respect it. So that's why, like, when I do put my music out, it kind of stands out a little bit to people that do listen, because I really, when I do it, you know, I respect the craft. I don't play with it. Like, so my first song was Minority Report, you know what I'm saying? And that was over that Jay-Z beat. You know what I'm saying? I was saying shit like, yes indeed, he said, the old man so wise, there's a war going on that besieges our time, and then I agreed to proceed these rhymes, excel as a black man and speak my mind. The ships came in like cash off trade as the war waged on, no flag was raised. We can't claim victory, they will eventually. As the murders rise, we wave them off as injuries. Then he said, young man, I agree, because I don't oblige. Living in the time called genocide. The people don't care, or shouldn't either. Was blessed with a voice, so I speak of like a preacher. Grieving at the fact that the coins ain't tossed. Seeing people die for a pointless cause. And they don't want to war, but they got they biz. So sad, they'll never get the father they kids. Bush don't care, he can do that fact. Fuck them off as long as the oil comes back. They buckle up, they boost to death, they fight through. For every soldier lost, I wrote this for you. Lebanese people, Iraq people, Even West Africans know this sequel. They fight for their souls because life was too hard. Throw themselves up and die for they God. Life ain't perfect, but life's just the surface. A lot of clown people compete in the circus. It ain't worth it. But so a man, sow a seed. He sheep that very seed from his hand. Because none of us is free from suffering to death. My soul's in this verse. It lives in every breath. It eats at mine and beats in every chest. I will go hard to the death. A trench coat pipe bomb laying on my steps. With Satan in my house, an uninvited guest. Why I value life? I got stumped. Distress made me wake up in the morning, roll a blunt. Success will make real. Success will make you fly. Your money ain't right. You're just a small time guy. My penmanship is at an all-time high. Shit, Jada like the best, and they ain't even 25. So like,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta cut you on 1 second. I ain't gonna lie. Your boss can step the fuck up, guy. I ain't gonna. Hey, you know I can write too, and you know we was in this shit, but I ain't gonna lie. You done stepped up over me. Your boss is fucking crazy. Let's go, gang. Let's go,
nah,
God.
It ain't no step. Ain't no step. We on the same frequency, God. But like, nah, like I wanna like zero in on how like at the end of that line when I said my penmanship at an all-time high. Shit, Jetta like the best, and they ain't even 25. When I wrote that, I was 17. I was 18, 19 when I wrote that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I rapped it. That was one of the first shits I wrote, like, and I'll never forget it, like, to really go and record it, and then later on, I'll put it over the minority beat, and I never put it out. So nobody never heard it, but yeah, like, that type I was rapping about at 18, 19. I always been a thinker with music because I grew up looking up and respecting like Tupac. I respected like Rakim. I respected like I respect like Big L and Jay-Z and Biggie, like from a talent perspective, people that told stories in their music. So when I say I'm a
why you on that? What's some more people you listen to? Why you on that, guy? What's some more people you listen to? What's that playlist of people you influence you, man? Because you something different.
To be like, that's love, God. I wish them whole ass motherfucking label execs in the industry would have recognized that without trying to make a nigga do some extra shit.
Because they wanted to change you, God. You know what? Hey, they weren't trying to let you get out here and wake these people up and talk to them, man.
Feminize the nigga. Yeah, but like,
they wanted you to keep that shit.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say no lie. Like I say, like, you know, Eric B and Rakim.
Okay.
KRS-One, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Andre 3000, Scarface, Eminem, Lil Wayne. It stopped Wayne. After Wayne, I already stopped listening to niggas, but Wayne would be the newest artist. Nah, I'm just being real. I'm just being real, guy. Like, I still listen to niggas and appreciate the
I be laughing, G, because I know you see it, bro, because that's when it actually stopped. Like, I stopped listening to for a minute, you know?
Yeah, I stopped listening to niggas. Like, my whole playlist, like, I'm in the 1991 around this motherfucker, nigga. But, like, yeah, I stopped listening to, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm able to appreciate newer artists like G Herbos. I'm able to appreciate what Keith and them did. I'm able to appreciate XXX. I'm able to appreciate, you know, even X. Like, and you know, I fuck with Duck. I even fuck with Lil Durk music and love Climb music. It's just, I was trying to get God in the chair to flip the energy because we're on a different energy grid right now. So we don't need to keep putting negative frequencies in the music. Like, well, if you didn't know that music was frequency, that's different. But now that we learning that music is frequency, we don't need to be bombarding our ears with that negative frequency 24/7. So that's how I got against it. But I do understand it. But like, yeah, like, a lot of my music got like that. So it's like when I was putting this shit, I got to think I was writing like that. Niggas weren't trying to hear that. Like, now people will listen to that. But you got to think I kind of like my head of my time because, like, you know, this 2008, 2007, 2009, I was writing shit like that. You know, when nobody trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy about that, God? I'm glad that you said that because that's why I feel like that you're getting a lot of backlash about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that's out here like them, you know what I'm saying? You never came at nobody, you know what I'm saying? You would just come and challenge people and their intellect and what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the situation we was talking about with the Mimo situation. It shouldn't be that way because you're not the type of person that go attack people. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to speak a little bit more about your music, man, because you're an incredible artist, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, there's no gassing up. You my brother, I love you, bro. Your music is incredible. You're one of my favorite artists, you
I
know what I'm saying, right
that.
now today, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into this God Talk. God Talk is one of my favorite songs. Also, Dead Rose. So what was the concept behind God Talk? Even though I know the concept from my opinion, but I want to know, what was you thinking when you made God Talk?
Yeah, God Talk was more about, okay, so we had came out of George Floyd. We had the Black Lives Matter movement that had started. This before everybody knew it was infiltrated. So that's why you see me in there with the Black Lives Matter shirt on. But I kind of knew it was infiltrated then. It was just me trying to eat the truth on the people by still putting the shirt on, because it still represented some form of unity that we hadn't seen in the black community since the 60s. You had Lil Baby. He just had put out his bigger picture, and I had a lot of respect for him when he did that. You know what I'm saying? This before he did the sellout shit he did after that. But I know why he did it. I know they came down on him after he dropped bigger picture. So it was either sell out or death for him. You know what I'm saying? He just sold out because he knew people weren't gonna ride with him. But like, yeah, bigger picture came out. We had just went through George Floyd. I really had came in January 2020 saying that I was gonna make my music all conscious. I don't give a fuck if nobody ever listened. You know, because in 2019, I kind of got lost in Atlanta's music scene when I was going to shows in 2019. You know, after coming out that meeting with them label execs, I was lost. You know, I was lost. So I ended up coming out that meeting, and now I was trying to sound like other niggas and trying to dumb my style down. That's why like, if people go back, I was wearing the high top fade.
Okay,
I was doing that because that's when I was mentally going through trying to find myself. I had just came out that meeting with them, and I'm like,
man,
I
didn't know
can't.
that, God.
I was like, I can't do, cause you know, when we had locks, and then I cut them. And then I went to that, you know what I'm saying? When I went at that, wasn't even me. That was like a gimmick. Like the whole time I had that, and if people go look at my pictures when I had the high right, low left, I came out that meeting, man, they mind fucked me. So even though I didn't, you know what I'm saying, sign the deal and shit, it still left me lost. Like I had lost myself. So then I started making songs like, why you be testing me that? Why you be testing me that? Like, and these songs you could still pull up. You could hear, like, I was like, it ain't like the talent wasn't there, but I was lost. Like, so then I started dressing different. I started trying to like fit in with the new sound music.
Now talk about that, gang, too. Talk about that too while you on the subject of that. You know what I'm saying? While you talking about it, like, what were some of the things that turned you off with your situation? You know what I'm saying? We talked about my situation was going on, some of the things that turned me off and why I didn't fuck with them. What were some of the reasons that you got turned off from them and was like, man, fuck this label shit?
Talking about music?
Yeah, your music. When you got signed, you were dealing with the label. What were some of the things that, you know what I'm saying, that made you like, man, fuck this situation, I'm finna go and just do me? What were some of the crazy things that they try to get you to do or fuck around with that it make you go all the way? Because you was mainstream already, you know what I'm saying, doing your shit in the city, but you was going to the masses. And for some reason, you changed up like, man, fuck that. I ain't finna fuck with these people. What were some of the things they were trying to be on with you, bro?
Shit, man, that label shit, man, that shit dark, man. You know, like, it's a lot of people that get the chance, like, and people just don't know. Like, you had a chance when you was with, you know, fucking with Fetty Wap. A lot of people don't know that, but, like,
yeah,
you know, with my situation, bro, it was, you know, I should have stayed with my brothers, with the clan and Bo and get that way, but, you know, I strayed off and tried to do my own thing, not knowing how dark this industry get, you know. And like I say, man, you know, they was fucking with me. They liked a couple of videos I had YouTube, like my food video, and it only had like 40,000 views, but I think like Evan Lifshultz was his name. I ain't scared to say his name, you know what I'm saying? You know, he a powerful exec right now. He a powerful executive, you know, so fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them, you feel me? You know, like, cause a lot of these label execs, people be scared to say their name and shit. They be scared to say their name. But I know why.
I ain't gonna lie, I was scared at one point of saying their name, bro. And that's why actually I got my Instagram took away. They took everything away from me. When I said the names, I got to putting it out there, like, oh shit, he know too much. Took my Instagram away, or Facebook away, Twitter, everything. I was gone for 3 fucking months. I had to make a whole nother name. And then when I tried to get back under the bend of the rose, I had to fight them for my name, God. Like I literally spent $20,000 for a name that I invented, that I put out there, and I ain't signed shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas showed me they can cut my water off. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today. And I'm glad that a brother like you in your position do what you doing. And I'm over here to doing what I'm doing so we can help these people, man. Real shit, bro.
Yeah, that's
let's
real.
talk
Like,
about Dead Rose. What's up with Dead Rose? What was the concept behind Dead Rose?
Yeah, Dead Roses.
Yeah, that was another one of my favorite, man. They just put me on. Shout out to all the gods too and goddesses put me on that today, man. I actually slept on that one.
Yeah, we actually finna drop some more shit this week or something coming up for the university. But Dead Roses is crazy because everybody know about this fake case my baby mama just phoned me and shit because she jealous. But Dead Roses was a lot about that. It had a lot to do. It had a lot to do with what I was going through while I was in that relationship with her. Me and Bo, I mentioned Bo in the song and the clan. I kind of spoke about some times when we was in the clan and we brothers fall out. So it was times when I fell out with certain brothers in the clan, and we all good now. We family, brothers. But music is therapeutic. Music is therapeutic for me. So it's where I can release. I know when I talk to that page, she ain't gonna talk back. When you talk to people, sometimes they listen and sometimes they not. You feel me? Sometimes, you will talk to somebody and they too big trying to talk, so they can't really hear you. But see, music has always been, when I'm going through stuff, I could write on that page, man, and she not gonna talk back. She just that paper just gonna listen to me. When I get in front of that microphone ain't gonna do nothing but listen to me. So the studio was always a very relaxing place for me, where I could just be myself. Like I said in one of my songs, the studio is just so relaxing, a spot where I could find peace, myself, and imagine. You know what I'm saying? So the studio for me was always a place where I could find peace, I could find myself, and just envision and manifest what I want things to be. So, the Dead Roses is about me understanding that it's a lot of pain. A lot of roses. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of roses, but a lot of the roses, each rose represents a martyr. Each rose represents because on Dead Roses, I had found my purpose. I knew that my purpose, the ancestors ain't send me back to rap. They send me back to lead my people with all this information that they giving me through these cosmic downloads, like I'm doing now. So in Dead Roses was more about me realizing that, and it was like, man, I've been through all this pain in my life, and every time I get a rose, when I do get a rose, and I think it's gonna smell good, that bitch die. So each rose represented like bad relationships that failed. Other roses represent like missed opportunities. Other roses represent like past regrets. We all got regrets. You know what I'm saying? So Dead Roses for me was just addressing that shit and me understanding that the government want to take my life for not being scared to do what Malcolm and them did, speak up and attack them, and that'll wake our people up. Like they like to see us down. They like to see us, putting the music out, keeping the community vibrating low. They like to see us disrespecting our women. They like to see our women disrespecting the guy. They love that. You know what I'm saying? So I vow to take a different path. I vow to take on that battle of fighting against a whole system. And I know everything that came with it. I know it's going to come with false accusations, fake jail cases, fake tax evasion cases, fake drug cases, motherfucking assassination attempts, the whole nine. So Dead Roses is like me owning up to that, stepping up to that, and it's like, hey, all these martyrs, all these people that came and tried to fight for us, I owe it to them too. I got to do this shit for them too. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to do this for my people. Then I got to do this for the hood and the people in the hood that they got all get roses on them that they feel they can't move with. You know what I'm saying? So Dead Roses is just about we all can relate to that because we all have dead roses. You know what I'm saying? And the thorns on them stems, they got fingers daily. And when we hold these roses, when you hold that thorn, it pricks your fingers, it pricks your hands, and then when it prick you, you gonna bleed. But who you bleed on? If you still hold the rose, you gonna bleed on yourself, or you gonna bleed on somebody else that's coming along to try to help you. You know what I'm saying? Even though they don't deserve to be bled on. And guess what? They might bleed on you because we all walking around with a bouquet full of dead roses. Everybody got, you know what I'm saying? So that's why on Dead Roses, like, when I say, like, my baby mama be tripping, she say she hate my ways. I'm talking about the relationship, like, that we was going through, and I knew it wasn't going to last. I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take being mistreated. I couldn't take not being respected for taking care of 3 kids that ain't even my own before my son got here. I couldn't take, like, being there for her, but she want to run to her family and let them talk shit about me, but I ain't even helping her with the kids. So that's why I'm like, my baby mama be tripping. She say she hate my ways. Like, I ain't raising other kids I ain't got to raise. Her family in our business, cousins too, nut they nose. I try to teach better. She seeking for control. So that's true too, cause like I used to try to make my baby mama a better person, but my job is to lead. She wouldn't let me be a guide because I can't lead you if you don't want to be led. I can't lead you if every time I go to, you know what I'm saying? How can I lead you if every time I'm trying to point you in the right direction, you talking about I'm controlling you? Yes, I'm supposed to control you because I'm leading you, but you shouldn't feel controlled. You should feel in a submissive state as a guide. Understand, my job is to lead. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to be nurturing and teaching.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, God, but do you think your baby mom is like more like low vibrant, like she more on a devil type time? Because you a good dude, everything you doing is inspirational, and I see it wasn't about the money because you were sending your kid thousands of dollars, $2,000 here, making sure she was good. Like, what's the problem that your baby mom's have with you? She want the fame, she want the clout. Like, what was going on with that situation, man?
You know, it's the fame and clout that come with it, but more than anything, she want me back. You know, like she see that once I left, I progressed even more without her. You know, so it's like, damn, I had him, and he was like all the shit that I'm teaching people now. I was teaching her for 3 years, and she didn't want to hear. So now, think about it. So now it's like, damn, the same shit he was telling me, the whole world listening. The whole world listening. Damn, I thought this nigga wasn't shit the whole time. I had one of the most powerful voices on our planet right here up under me and didn't even know it.
So what you think she thought you was crazy or something? What you think she thought you was crazy or something?
Nah, she knew I wasn't crazy. I ain't gonna lie on her like that, even though she lying on me. I never sacrificed my throat chakra for nobody. Because the moment I started lying on her just to match her energy, now I'm dropping my frequency. Now I know she didn't think I was crazy. It's just more like it wasn't the end thing to do. It wasn't popular in 2017 to call yourself a goddess. It wasn't popular in 2018 to meditate. It was popular in 2019 to want to go within yourself or even be yourself. You know, so a lot of the ideologies that I brought forward to the play, I've been telling people this that know me. They know this ain't nothing new for them. They just sitting back like, damn, I can't believe everybody else gravitating to it. That's how they look. And then when she see my wife beautiful, my wife intelligent, my wife pushed me, motivated me. So she's super jealous of my wife. Like, you know, and to be honest with you, it don't matter who I got with. She would have still did the same thing. But the fact that she know my wife behind me, she see my wife at the lecture, she see all that. So it's a lot of jealousy there. It's a lot of vindictiveness there because it's like, she say like, if I can't have him, nobody can. You know what I'm saying? It's still like exactly what it is. And because she's on that, she because I'm innocent, but because I'm an innocent soul, but because she's on that, she's literally using two other innocent souls, which is her little year-old daughter, and she's using our son, that's only 2, as pawns to try to get back at me. And then now she's trying to use the court system to get across her vindictive ways, and that's why this shit ain't work for her. You know what I'm saying? That's why it ain't gonna work.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's all that shit is, bro.
Okay, man, that's crazy, man. I hope she got
So that's why I say in Dead Rose, at that time, I was like, I want to marry her, give the world and carry her. But she probably won't see it until they bury him. You feel me? Because I already knew like this, he ain't gonna never shit, so I'm gonna have to move around. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I had to ask you about that and ask you these questions, because I listened to the song like 3 times already. And, I was picking up a little bit what you was talking about, but I'm like, he's got to be talking about something specific, like relationship or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely, man, that's a powerful song. I love that song, man. I feel where you're coming from on that, because we all have kind of these problems out here in the world, in the universe, man. So you got an album on the way, man. Finally get a motherfucking whole project out of you. Now, I don't know if nobody know about this, but I'm thirsty. I'm excited for it. Can you let us know what the album's going about? Can you let us know if you got any sneak features on there? What's going on with the album, man?
The album, we was gonna drop the album originally September 9th, but pushed it back, you know what I'm saying? Because we want the vibration to be right. And you can't never rush what's meant to be anyway. So, I'm a true believer in the universe. The universe don't make no mistakes. So, but the name of the album called, Only the Real Gonna Relate. It's gonna have 9 songs with 3. It's gonna have 9 songs on there because we 9 ether beings, and that represents completion. But it's gonna have 3. It's gonna have 3 bonuses on there because that represents the multiverse. The multiverse has 9 universes with 3 alternate universes that you can go to or create for yourself. So my album represents the multiverse, so that's why I put 9 tracks with 3 bonus tracks, so it'll be 12 total. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
okay,
everything esoteric, everything esoteric. All have vibrational from the way that cover gonna look to the songs, everything to literally lift the frequency. So, you know, the album finna come. You know, I don't want to get no date. I'm gonna just post that bitch and say album available in 24 at night or some shit. You know, but it's definitely almost done. I definitely got some very well known people that's gonna be featuring some legends on that bitch. You know, I ain't want to do too many features, but I definitely threw some legends on there. You know, that match the vibration. And yeah, people need to know it's gonna be a video for every song on the album as well. I'm making this album a visual album, so it's gonna be a video for every song. And like I said, I want them to know.
Oh, god damn, let's go. I need somebody. I was so like, when you gonna come with this news? I need somebody to push. I'm sharing all these people shit. I'm sharing bro shit, but I need the videos. I need the music. This nigga one of the talented rappers that I know. As soon as he put it out here, it's gone. Don't baby. That's what's up, gang.
Like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be a visual album, man. You know, sort of like Beyonce and Jay and I'm trying to do with Black is King, but the difference is I ain't sold out, so we know what they dibbling and dabbled in, you know. So, but me, it's gonna be a visual album, a lot of esoteric information in it. Just like God Talk, I need people to know that I write all my own lyrics. I also direct all my own videos. I write all my video treatments. So that whole God Talk, I paste all them clips together. I set it all in motion. You know, all that was me.
Hold on. You did that?
Yeah, I did all that, guy. Yeah.
Get the fuck.
That's me.
Bro, I ain't know you was coming.
That's me.
Man, you gonna stop playing. Wait till I get off this live stream with you, man. Hold on, man. You goddamn it doing that? My nigga goddamn it got his hands in everything, man. That's what's up. Oh baby.
Yeah,
do we got any like shirts and shit coming? We need them God Talk shirts and shit. What you got going on?
The crazy thing is people been talking about merchandise for months, and it ain't like we can't get it. I just didn't want to focus on something to the people too much. Like, people already signed up to the website, which is something that initially started. It started with us getting kicked off every social media. You know, I got crystals on the website. People started buying all that up. So, like, when me, I'm gonna put some merchandise out, but I just feel like, you know, I wasn't trying to be too focused on, like, selling nothing to the people. That's why I ain't ran no ads for my website. Okay. It's just like, even the videos, like, I ain't ran no ads. Do. So, you know, I'm going to put the shirts on my way. I'm going to put some merch on the website. Definitely going to get the album out. I got a book. I got books coming. You know, like, everything we doing is based around high frequency. I'm actually more focused right now on signing younger artists or other artists. It don't matter how old you is, but really just signing other artists and letting them focus on the music. Cause I'm going to always teach over the music. I don't really consider myself a rapper. I just consider myself more of a poet, you know what I'm saying, or intellect. Yeah. I teach over the beats. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my music. But as far as other acts, the people that can sing and rap, yeah, we putting a whole team together, like models, all that, like where we could spread the dollar amongst each other and, you know, push each other without having to sell out. We ain't trying to win Grammys, whatever it do, you know what I'm saying? Because we know what it comes with when you doing big endorsements and win Grammys and all that extra shit that ain't got nothing to do with music. Real music is about frequency. Like all them instruments come from us anciently, from the cosmos, and each instrument has played a strategic part to open certain portals and gateways and dimensions within yourself. You know, you got 144 chakras in you. You know what I'm saying? They only talk about 7, but that's because these other ones outside of that 7 exist on a frequency that musical notes exist on. So, you know, when you understand that type of frequency, you know, that's how you really lift the frequency of the planet. Like if you had 3 artists that had a huge platform and they put out high frequency album, music, sound healing is that's healing, God. Like sound healing, like binary beats and all that, playing, having a certain amount of hertz under your music. Listen, sound, your voice is sound healing. Everything is vibration. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's what I'm on with the music. You know, that's why I don't like to use the term rapper, because, you know, you know, the rappers, them the niggas that ain't sold out. Them the niggas they wrapped around Hollywood. Hollywood has them wrapped around their finger. That's what made niggas rappers, you know what I'm saying? Because Hollywood got their ass wrapped around their finger. Me, I consider myself
I'm trying to tell you, got wrapped around, pumping them through this shit, man. It's crazy. So I love the movement that you got going on too. What's that Real Over Rich, man? Explain that real over rich, Rashad.
You said what?
Explain that real over rich, because I love that. I see you had the double lock chain, got them with the Cuban. I wonder what the fuck that mean. I never got to ask you about that, and I see a lot of people talk about it.
I had to retire the RR chain because at the time everybody thought that shit meant Rolls Royce because you know Rolls Royce got their little logo and shit. But now my shit still over rich. But yeah, real over rich is something me and my little cousin came up with. It's just the ideology around it. It's not a movement or nothing. It's literally a way of life. Like you ain't real over riches if you real. Do you place values and integrity over money? Are you willing to do anything for money? Most people are, so that make them rich over real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with the world now. That's why so many politicians sold out. That's why so many artists sold out. But you know, real over rich meaning, listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, regardless who watching you. We're gonna be honest with each other, cause for us to heal, we gotta be honest. I was just telling my wife this earlier, I'm like, babe, don't cover my asses, man. I ain't gonna lie to you about nothing. Just ask me, you know what I'm saying? Ask me and know that I ain't gotta lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you because when we start lying, we closing our throat chakra. So real over rich is like, no, it's okay to be you. It's okay to be your real self, and that's true freedom. I don't care whether your ass gay. I don't care if you straight. Like I said, I don't care if you white, black. I don't care if you rich, poor. That ain't real over rich. Don't give a fuck about nothing. It's all about high vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be real if we gonna limit this shit to race. I can't say I'm real if I'm gonna judge you strictly off your sexual preference or the creed you come from. Man, we all come from different walks of life. We all do different things. So that's a rich of a real concept to make us feel like, hey, you can't be free. Me, I'm a big advocate of freedom. I feel like you got the right to think how you want to think, feel how you want to feel, so you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You manifest your own reality. And you know, we live in this matrix. This matrix is rich over real. That's why on real over rich on my logo, the rich is backwards. I got the R backwards because that's a backwards concept. But it's all about these riches. You know what I'm saying? The real riches is knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Them the real riches. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like the money is just vibration, and it's a vibratory response to where you got your frequency at. But we ain't gonna never sit here and make it seem like that make you realer because you got $1,000, or that make him realer because he got $1 million, or that make him real because he got a gun, or that make her real because she got ass shots. No, real rich is like, hey, can you be yourself and not care about what nobody else think about you? Is you gonna be honest? Can I leave? Fuck what you gonna tell me. It's about what you do when I don't know. If I walk off and you got the integrity, if I drop $1, if I drop $20 in the car and I don't know about it and I walk off, do you got the integrity to tell me, hey, drop $20 and give it back? Or is you gonna keep it in your pocket because you know you could have got away with it? You know what I'm saying? Like real over riches is an ideology, you know what I'm saying? It's about being your true self, and that's the way you vibrate the highest. You know, not doing what the system wants you to do, not doing what your parents want you to do, not doing what nobody else wants. What do you want? Fuck what everybody else want. What make you happy? That's real over rich. Like, do what make you happy? You know what I'm saying? Long as it don't involve like raping nobody or hurting no innocent kids, taking nobody's life for no reason. Cause I'm all with taking life. Sometimes niggas got to get their ass deported up off this bitch when they ain't acting right. But I feel like if you take a life, long as it's because you defending yourself or defending your people, then you justify it. But if you can go just kill a motherfucker for no reason, nah, I don't support that. You know what I'm saying? I don't support no rapists. I don't support no pedophiles. I don't support no liars. We not doing that because real over rich, you ain't gotta lie. You could be you. You could be yourself. We don't judge over here. Ain't no judging you. That ain't real over rich because that's what's wrong now. The matrix got everybody inside this box. So when everybody inside this box, they can't vibrate at their highest. If you feel like the politically correct thing to do is to go to work every day, then your ass ain't gonna never say fuck they corporations to work on what the ancestors sent you here to do, because you too busy being rich over real. You too busy trying to be what the system wants you to be. The system told you to go get a job. You ain't come here thinking about no motherfucking job, nigga. The system told you to wake up every day and go sell them drugs to help them if you can't get a job. Them ain't your ideas. These thoughts that come through your head ain't even your thoughts. 98% of motherfuckers come to you from advertising and marketing that's been placed in front of you in movies and songs your whole life. Who are you? Love you. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to do? Fuck what they want. What make you happy? What make you smile? That's what you do. That's real over rich. Speak your voice. Speak your piece. Stand in your ultimate truth, regardless of what anybody think. I'll sit right here and walk and talk with a gay motherfucker, and I'll sit here and talk to a motherfucker that's white. I don't care if none of my people be like, oh man, he fake pro-black because he talking to somebody white. You think you want to think. I'm going to uplift everybody. I don't care if they be like, hey, he gay because he talking to a transgender. You could think what you want to think. Or he's talking to a gay dude. He's gay. You could think what you want to think. I'm going to uplift this brother, or I'm going to uplift this goddess. You get what I'm saying? We don't know what path led them to getting there. Oh, he fake because he at the strip club uplifting the strippers. Oh, he fake because he in the trenches with the gang. Man, I don't give a fuck what nobody think because I'm real over rich. So it ain't about what nobody think. It's about doing what the ancestors sent me here to do, which is to raise the frequency of the planet and enlighten and inform. And I can't do that if I'm going to be caught up in stereotypes. So real over rich is about you could be. Shit ain't limited to you. Won't give a fuck what gang you in. Don't give a fuck what country you come from. We not limited over here. We not limited over here because we look at all we see is your vibration. All we see is your vibration. Either you vibing high or you vibing low. We don't care about no making mistakes because guess what? Over here, real over rich, we got skeletons in the closet. Niggas make mistakes over here. Goddesses make mistakes. We understand because you can't go without making mistakes. You can't, that's the shadow work. You can't grow if you ain't never been through shit. I can't trust no motherfucker ain't never been through shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust no perfect motherfucker. You feel me? Like, I can't trust you. How can I trust you? You feel me? How can I learn from you? What can you teach me? You ain't went through shit because you've been perfect your whole life. Like, real over rich, man, over here, man, we made mistakes. We been through we come out the jungle. That's why I'm glad that you put me on and you started from the street so people can understand. Like, before I really dove all the way into myself to find my truest calling, I was lost in the matrix too, because that's what when they bring us here, they infuse us with nanotechnology. So this is all part of the plan. Remove your parents. Sometimes they put all type of people around you, that ain't even your family, to watch you, to keep their eye on your little ass, to make sure that you stay lost in matrix. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, real over rich is an ideology. This shit gonna live past my avatar, past yours. Once the world find out what real over rich represents, that shit gonna never die because everybody want their freedom. People tired of living in a box. People tired of feeling like they gotta live up to somebody's expectations, nigga. That's just like you right here. Niggas will say, oh, it's not politically correct to sit at the crib. Nigga, do this shit. I'm supporting you. Do it from wherever, nigga. I don't care if you was standing next to a trash can, nigga. Do it from wherever. Because when I give my lectures, boy, I be at the crib, boy, I be all on the road, moving, teaching, whatever I got to do. I don't have no perfect setup. I don't have no suit on. I get on here locks wild, no shirt on. Sometimes I ain't even wash my motherfucking face. Hell, I done got on this bitch without brushing my teeth before. Because, nigga, when the download come through one of these locks, I ain't got time to brush no teeth. I ain't got time to wash no faces if they ain't already washed. I got to get this shit up out of me because that's what they want me to do. You feel me? That's real over rich. And if a motherfucker ain't never woke up and had, and then you, so you ain't never brushed your teeth, you ain't never missed the not brush your teeth day, you ain't never woke up with crust in your eyes, you ain't never been ashy, your breath ain't never stank, your feet ain't never stank, your hair ain't never been dirty. If you can't relate to that, you ain't real over rich, you rich over real. Get the, don't give a fuck how I'm looking. See, you being rich over real. You see what I'm saying? Real over rich, we here at the message. I be channeling information, so I'm going to get this shit wherever it needs to be given, however it says be given. That's why I get on looking all type of days, nigga. I done got on before with the same shorts on 3-4 days in a row, nigga, because this how I would be at the crib if I wasn't live. I'm not finna go live and motherfucking go put on a whole outfit for niggas. That's rich for real. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You feel me?
Yeah, talk that shit, God. Yes, sir.
Feel me, God?
Oh, hey.
I ain't doing none of that. I tried doing it. I tried fitting in, and when I tried to fit in, I never still did fit in. You know what I'm saying? I tried to be what America wanted me to be. I tried being African American before. I tried being black before. I tried being a nigga before. I tried being a gangbanger before. I tried being a rapper before. You know what I'm saying? I tried to be I've worked in McDonald's before, nigga. I didn't did it all. I didn't work in their corporate factories. I didn't try to be a good little house Negro before. It ain't for me. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I can only be myself. And now that I'm my best freedom I've ever been in my life, nigga. You know how good it feel to get on here and not give a fuck? I ain't going through all the stress of what people gonna think, because I don't give a fuck no more. I tried giving a fuck about what people thought, and that shit drove me crazy. It kept me broke in spirit, mind, body, and soul. It ain't get nowhere. Ain't get me nowhere. So it's gonna forever be rich over rich. I mean, real over rich. You feel me? We real over rich. Y'all feel me, class? We real over rich, like.
I hear you, God. Bye too, bro. That was my brother. I apologize for everybody.
We real over rich. We real over rich. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't want to keep you too long, too, man. I don't want to keep you too long because we done been in 2 hours. You know, it's a pleasure when I'm speaking with you. I know you got your family with you. Peace and blessings to your family, your wife, man. I wish nothing but success to you. I just want to ask you these last couple of questions, like Chicago and Atlanta. What's the difference for you? You've been in Chicago, born and raised. You in Atlanta. What's the difference, and how did Chicago help you, and how did Atlanta help you?
Okay, so the difference is Chicago is just wild and reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chicago is the wild, wild west. Chicago, it's the fucking nigga. You behind enemy lines the whole time you in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? No matter where you go, nigga, you still behind enemy lines, even in your own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So what Chicago helped me was it gave me my tough edge. Cause we were competitive. It put the fire. It fueled my fire to go hard. If you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. Chicago taught me how to be on point. It made me be aware. To be aware is to be alive. You know, hard knock upbringing in Chicago is what make me get on here and lecture every day. It's what make me never give up. That same and coming up in them tough environments is what put the gangster in me. Cause I won't back down from no nigga. I ain't backing down from the police. I ain't backing down from the FBI, the CIA, nigga, the U.S. Marshals, nobody, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that came from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago gave that. Now, Chicago taught me how to survive. Feel me? That's what Chicago gave me. And it made me very wise. It made me very street wise. It made me a great thinker and quick on my feet. You got to be growing up in that environment. You know, but it also made me smooth with ladies, too. It made me smooth with the goddesses because we come from a player. We from the home of the players. See, people don't talk about that in Chicago. But it's the home of the players, the home of the pimps. So, by me coming from that, Chicago, we know how to talk. We just know how we got the gift of gab. We know how to run that thing on. You know what I'm saying? Chicago gave me that. You know what I'm saying? And that helps me in business conversations when I'm sitting there holding certain marketing conversations with individuals. Now, Atlanta just loved on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta showed me that it's okay to relax, man. Atlanta showed me that somebody loves you. You know what I'm saying? Now for you hear me, guys, like nigga, coming out Chicago, nigga, yeah, coming out Chicago, it's like fuck everybody, because everybody like fuck me, every man for yourself. Yeah. And then I got to Atlanta, it was camaraderie. I never seen as many black people love on each other like I seen in Atlanta. I never seen as many opportunities for black people like I seen in Atlanta. Man, I went to Atlanta, wasn't nobody really broke like that. And if a nigga is broke, it's because he's choosing to be. That's a real thing in Atlanta. Like, black people help black people. Black people stick together a lot more in Atlanta than they ever. If you from Atlanta, you ain't gonna see it because you born and raised. But coming from a different city to Atlanta, man, this shit so laid back. Like I say, Atlanta made me relax. Do you know, I still be in the reviews. That's Chicago, on point. Even now, I didn't pull in where we parked, nigga, I bagged in. That's Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I like an op finna pop out the cut. Ain't nobody finna pop out no cup. Chicago, I'm still finna bag this bitch in and be under the, you feel me? So, but Atlanta showed me that somebody loved me. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta love on me. Like, no matter where I go in Atlanta, man, they embrace me. They love on me. Like I don't give a fuck where I go, who I meet. So many opportunities came to me from Atlanta. That's why Atlanta gonna always be my second home. My career flourished on every level in Atlanta because of the energy, 33rd parallel, with it being the capital of Atlantis. Like, I love Atlanta. I ain't never even in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is my home. Like, it's gonna always be Chicago, born and raised. If we get another crib, it'll be somewhere outside of Atlanta, yeah. But I'ma always live in the A because they loved on me, bro. Like, they helped me heal. Like, you know that song that be like, somebody loves you, baby. Hear me? Like that's what Atlanta did for me, bro. Like, I love the whole Atlanta. Like, man, I ain't never, man, listen, man. Like I say, man, shout out to Atlanta. I just thank y'all for embracing me, the people from it. Shout out to my city, Chicago, too. I love the city, but on the Atlanta part of it, like, I just need Atlanta to know I'm one of y'all. I know I'm born and raised in Chicago, but don't feel like that. Look at me like y'all adopted a little nigga too. You feel me? Like, cause I'm a rep y'all shit. I rep the A like, cause I feel like Pac a little bit. You know, like Pac was from New York, but people forget that. Cause when you think of Pac, you think
New York,
West Coast rider coming right beside you, should never fuck with me. You forgetting. And then when he came with songs like To Live and Die in LA, He embodied the whole city. You be forgetting Pac from New York. That's how I feel. And I'm finna remix that too. So nobody try to steal it. It's already recorded. Y'all heard it on Trish Talk. I already got the hook. To live and die in the A. That shit gonna be hard, but I'm gonna leave it at. But I ain't gonna lie, like I understand the way Pac moved from New York and fell in love with LA. Like I moved from Chicago and I'm infatuated with Atlanta. Nigga, even the food, you hear me, nigga? The food is the people, the food, the weather. The only thing bad about Atlanta right now is the weed. I ain't gonna lie, the weed ain't on shit down in the A right now. But other than, I'm gonna keep it up. I can't lie about nothing, God. You hear me? Chicago got the weed, but like between Chicago and Atlanta, bro, I love them both. Born and raised in the city, Atlanta where I reside. So shout out to the A, man. I love both of them. Both of them helped me to get to where I'm at right now, and I never turn my back on either city or my people as a whole, regardless of where they at. Because you know, this whole planet our planet. You know what I'm saying? This planet Kai, we the guys and out. So I don't want us to get stuck at states and none of that neither. You know, gotta the whole realm is the whole multiverse is ours and everything in it, God. That's real, and I appreciate you for bringing me on too.
And I appreciate you taking the time and talking to the trenches, man, and coming on Trenches Talk, man. You know you're one of my favorite artists. You my brother. I love you as a person. I love everything about you, what you got going on. And bro, this your platform, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a platform for the people. So I told you, anytime you need me, bro, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep updates with you. Send me all the exclusive shit. We're gonna make sure we get it out here and we promote you, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, I wish I was doing this shit or someone that was doing this shit a long time ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man. We got Rashad Jamal in the motherfucking building, man. Chicago motherfucking legend, man. We got one of the realest in here doing it, you know what I'm saying? And my last final question with you is I seen you spoke on something about the Brother Polite situation, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little bit off subject with you, but I just want to speak about that because I seen how Tasha K came at one person and tried to come at the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? Can you speak on that a little bit further as why how people try to attack the conscious community because of one person, you know what I'm saying, or what they doing? You know, because that right there is like kind of crazy to me because instead of choosing and talking to Brother Polite, you picked and chose everybody in the conscious community. And everybody's not on that type of time.
Fact. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at my wife's phone. I ain't even know it was 651 people on here. I thought it was maybe about 40 people. I've been talking to you. I'm just not looking at her shit. It's lit. That's university. I see y'all commenting.
Hey, they here for you, God. Hey, they here for you, God. Hey, they been waiting for this. They like, man, it's about time somebody interview God, man. We here for God, and they've been here definitely.
Hey, look, I told all my followers. I told everybody at university, man, y'all gotta follow Trenches Talk TV, support him. Like I know, bro, in real life behind this, he came a long way too. But let me answer the trend. Let me answer the shit about Brother Polite real quick.
Okay.
With the Brother Polite situation, as far as people attacking it, like I say, I mean, his allegations, keyword allegations, was a rape. You know what I'm saying? And like I told people on my video, which is still up, I ain't take back nothing I said. I still feel the same way. I said, hey, if he really did what they said he allegedly did, I don't support that. He wrong as fuck. That's a fact. But I also told motherfuckers, I said, hey, we don't know if he did it because he still did do a lot of conscious shit in the community, right? So you never know with him because he fucked with so many celebrities that you don't know if it's a humiliation ritual or you really don't know if they came at him. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know what I'm saying? My thing is that, you know, you can't take what one person did or is accused of and blame a whole what's supposed to be called a community for it. Everybody is responsible for their own conduct, you know, and we don't know. That's the thing about an allegation. But, you know, a lot of motherfuckers so dumb, you know, they don't even know what allegation means. So you got to understand when somebody's charged with shit, nigga, you could, hey, you hear me? You could charge a saltine cracker, nigga. You feel me? Like, nah, because motherfuckers don't know. Like, people think, like, oh, you charge something, you did it. That ain't how it works, nigga. Like, you literally, nigga, you can charge a saltine cracker, nigga. You can charge a motherfucker with anything. You feel me? That don't mean that they guilty of it. That's what trial is for. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because people make allegations all the time, man. Like the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, especially if a person got a little clout. So if they got a little clout, you gotta just sit back and let everything come out because you don't know if you're lying on that person or if this person really did it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know, I just feel like I said, I understand why people attack them. I do. I understand that because it's like one thing about the community. Let me tell you something. It ain't got to be conscious. The elites, they smart. They know. The black community, right? We don't support no rapists, bro, and we don't support no pedophiles. That's like and snitching. That's like three things that if you get labeled, it's hard to recover from that. So anytime you got a voice, they won't just try to kill you. Sometimes they'll kill your image to see if that works. Okay, we're going to kill his image to see if people stop listening to what he's teaching. And then if that don't work, then they try to kill you. So it's like, with Brother Polite, I honestly don't know what he got going right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of his shit allegedly got dropped thus far, from what I'm hearing. And it's just down to others. I hear other people like, well, he never says he's innocent, so that means he did it. I mean, the boys probably told him don't say shit about it. I don't know. Like, everybody different. I feel like maybe if he would have came out and let the people know, it wouldn't have like when shit was said about me, I came out and let everybody know. I put the instant report up, everything. You ain't had to hear from TMZ, Tasha K, Hassan Campbell, nobody. You feel me? So that plays a big part too, because we do look at you like, nigga, hold on. So nigga, this shit been going on the whole time and you ain't saying. So we don't really we don't really know, but I do know this. I will say this. I can't really knock nobody that attacks anybody off of allegation, neither, because most people don't even have intelligence to read a book, let alone go read into some shit that's being said about somebody. They're going to just go with the flow. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the people that attacked him, I don't feel like you should attack the whole community because he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We not Chester Cheetos. We not all out here trying to rape no little girls and taking them to the hotel.
Right.
Whatever y'all trying to allege he did, you know what I'm saying? We not doing that. Everybody not doing that. So we got to just hold each individual, and then we don't know. You always leave that between, unless you advocate follower of his. That's different. But over here at my university, we do us. Like, I don't watch Brother Polite. And they know that's all. That's not disrespect to him. I ain't never watched shit he said. I can't even tell you what he talk about. I just know that he's somebody that's named in the conscious community a long time. Now, if you mention like Young Pharaoh, or you mention like a Remedy H or a Ralph Smart or a Spiritual Soul, I've watched them brothers before. If you mention like a Isis Wisdom, I watched her both. You mention like a Queen Domain, I've watched her content before. I've watched Conjure Queen. Like, if I've watched your content, I ain't got no problem saying your name. You know, a lot of people not like that. You know, they say, watch your ass and won't say your name. Like, no, if I watched you, I'll check you out because information comes through everybody. But honestly, I ain't never watched shit from Brother Polite. I can't tell you what he even be talking about. I don't even know what he's saying. All I do know is this. I do know that he preaches the Nuwapian doctrine a lot. And the Nuwapian doctrine comes from Dr. York. And Dr. York gets a lot of slack because he was convicted of over 200 plus child rapes and molestations and shit that I know for sure that nigga ain't do. Now, I can't speak on Brother Polite. I don't know his shit. But I know for sure Dr. York ain't do none of that shit. What Dr. York was talking about, the same shit we talking about right now today, Dr. York was talking about that same shit. The same way I see it, listen, no lie. It's all this shit I sit here and talk about channeling the cosmos, multiverse, multidimensional beings, chromosome being many suns, which is where the chromosphere come from. All that is the same shit Dr. York, Noble Ali, Dr. Delbert Blair, Phil Valentine. They been talking about that shit. And then before them, you had motherfuckers like the Gabriel Process talk about that shit way back in slavery time. And then before then, you had us just talk about it during Shaka Zulu era. Like, we always gonna have somebody to talk about that because that's the truth. But, you know, at the end of the day, they like to slap motherfuckers with sex allegations or fake cases. You know what I'm saying? And they like to get on your heels. So if they try to probably use that to get his ass to sell out. You know what I'm saying? I know they trying to use my shit to get me to sell out.
I just had to ask you that too, and I've been wanting to ask you that, but I want to make sure we do it in an interview. I know it's a little bit off subject, but the reason why I asked that because I look at you like the new leader out here doing this. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in tune with Young Pharaoh until, you know, I got in tune with what you had going on and all these other brothers, and then you can't help but to see it all across the internet. And I want you to come speak on that because I felt like they was attacking the conscious community because of these brothers and what they had going on. You know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't do that. You shouldn't single out. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't come at a whole group for a person or something that they did upon themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm glad you spoke on that and gave an understanding with that too, man. You know what I'm saying? So you and Young Pharaoh cool, right?
Hold on, before I answer that question, let me touch on the York a little. I looked at the comment. I seen somebody said, even the stuff Rashad talk about, I heard Dr. York talk about first. And that's a fact. It's probably a bunch of things I say that you could go back and you can hear from Dr. York. It might come differently from me, but you might have heard, you might hear it. It's gonna be listening. One thing about truth, right? Esoteric truth ain't gonna change. So that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's the truth, it's truth. So the ancestors use different vessels, as well as the Galactic Federation and certain highly advanced extraterrestrial races. They use certain vessels to channel their messages through. So that's why some things you can hear from Europe, and then you hear me, you be like, oh damn, that shit feel the same, like it's the same energy. That's what it be. They choose different vessels to channel these messages through to the masses. So it's like, one thing about me though, you see how I said their name. I'm saying I didn't watch all these guys.
Yeah.
I checked out they coming before. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of things I put out here that's different too from them, and my delivery is different because it's a different vessel. Yeah, but overall, the point I'm making is the truth is truth. Period. The truth is the truth, and it ain't gonna change under no circumstance. I don't give a fuck who tell it. I don't give a fuck who tell it. And still never hear a lot of these other speakers mention these guys that came before us. They are the guys of yesteryear that was leading the way with information. The Dr. York, the Bobby Hemmett's, the Dr. Delbert Blair's, the Phil Valentine. We could go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Khalid Muhammad. I mean, I can name a bunch of people. That's why I'm well versed. In order for me to be a great leader, I had to be a great follower first anyway. So, I studied my peers. I studied those that came before me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I can validate whether what they said, who real and who wasn't. That's why I can say Dr. York ain't do none of the shit they said. I know he was one of the ones that came to do with what he had to do to open up the door. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are. We come back to back to back.
A lot of times it don't even matter who did it first, because at the same time, like you said, you got different vessels and different people gonna do different things. I can interview Jamal, Rashad, and it'll be a different conversation than the next person to be interviewing them. You know what I'm saying? People got different questions, different ways of delivering a message. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that, because he didn't ever take the credit for anything. He mentioned a name, so that was a good way to explain it.
Yeah, not to cut you off, but I can't take no information that comes from me because it comes from the ancestors. So they just channel. I'm just channeling information. I'm channeling information from higher frequencies, from higher realms, and bringing it back down here to the physical realm and the solid realm in a more slower vibration to make it make sense for the gods and goddesses so they can raise their frequency. But I can never take credit, and I will never take credit for a bit of information that comes and passes through me, because the ancestors send this information through me for us. And this is not my information. This is our information. Even if I say something that you ain't never heard before, or these people ain't never heard before, that doesn't mean it's my information. Remember, the soul knows all truths. All I'm doing is helping you remember. All books can do is help you remember what's already in there. That's why I tell everybody that follow me, remember who you are, that the university starts with you. I never say like fake motherfuckers and try to make it seem. That's why I never say give me credit. And you don't never hear me saying no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on there. I don't get up in there, because that ain't what we came for. I don't do that. Ain't what I came for. That ain't what I came to do. And it's a committee, it's a community of highly elected officials and individuals that descended back down here in this era right now. So I can't never sit here and be like, oh, this is my information, or that ain't what this is. But this is our information. You know what I'm saying? And just because I happen to remember it a little quicker than others, and I'm helping you remember, doesn't mean I deserve some sort of bow tie or some sort of award to say, oh, I was the first to say it. Because if I'm trying to say I'm the first to say it or the first to do it, I'm not doing this for the people. I'm doing this shit for likes and giggles and man-made awards and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who said shit first or who said it last. What matters is who picked up that heavy-ass torch, that heavy-ass sword. You know, because when you want to pick up the sword of truth, that's like picking up Thor's hammer. It's like trying to grab Thor's hammer. Remember, Thor's hammer, only the certain God worthy to grab Thor's hammer. You get what I'm saying? Everybody can't grab Thor's hammer. So, I'm just coming along grabbing Thor's hammer. You feel me? I'm just grabbing the hammer. You feel me, God? I'm just grabbing the hammer, God. And whoever else, you feel me? And whoever else want to grab the hammer, they can grab that bitch too. It don't matter who grabbed this motherfucker, because when you pick this bitch up, it's heavy as fuck. Know that. You feel me?
Right.
But you still got to throw that bitch at the oppressors. You still got to sling it at the oppressors. You feel me? So that's just what it is. You feel me?
On me. Hey, I swear to God, hey, I couldn't explain it and said it no better, man. We got Rashad Jamal in the motherfucking building. Chicago legend, man. Make sure y'all definitely show bro some motherfucking love. Y'all protect him. Make sure y'all definitely keep supporting bro, because he's definitely one of the realest doing it. for the peoples, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else you want to say to these people, God, before you get up out of here? I don't want to keep you too long. I know you with your beautiful wife, man. I know you with your family, man. I appreciate y'all definitely taking time out to talk to the peoples and actually coming on trenches and doing this, man. You know what I'm saying?
All I want to say is this, man. Shout out to my brother Trench Talk TV. You hear me?
Most definitely, bro.
Hold on, I ain't through. Okay. Shout out to my brother Trench Talk TV.
He got me smoking them boys too.
Hold on, let me. Shout out to my brother Trench Talk TV. Peace to all the guys and goddesses of the planet. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Fuck the CIA. Fuck the FBI. Fuck the whole shit. You feel me? The planet coming back. This is what I gotta say before we get off this bitch. The planet coming back to us. The gods is rising. The Kundalini energy is rising. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I want motherfuckers to know this Dead Cops video. We gonna shoot that bitch October 13th in Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? After we storm up to the courtroom, we going up to the courtroom October 13th. My legal team got a meeting with the DA. I'm not going to sell. It's only gonna go one way. Either they gonna drop the case, dismiss the fake ass case, or give us a pre-consent bond right then and there. I mean, you go in and out right then and there. Or we going straight to war. We already at war. I'm not going to no sale. Definitely for no shit no motherfucker lying about because they vindictive. So October 13th, right. All the guys and goddesses, if y'all trying to step with us, man, y'all meet us in Atlanta October 13th, man. I'm going to let the meeting points be known this week. And we going to shoot a video that day. We shooting Dead Cops that day because I know we probably going to pop out. 10,000 motherfuckers going to be out there. You feel me? And that'll be the best time to shoot the Dead Cops, nigga. So let me say this before I get off here. You feel me? Let me say this. You feel me? Let me say this.
Okay. Yes, okay.
If the hold on. Hey, dude. If the police raid my crib, hold on. We don't smoke no ops. We only smoking Dead Cops. Why you think we got these hunters with these green dots? We don't smoke no ops. We only smoking Dead Cops. Why you think we got these hunters with these green dots? Police raid my crib, we gonna have a standout. Chop the cuffs on me. Shot his badge off. Wrapped him like a present. Damn, I feel like Santa Claus. Ran with these 50 Jetty Jackson Randolphs. All white T-top. We don't do no Reeboks. We wear glitches with the Jordans. That's how we rock. And it's fuck 12 unless it's Bloody Diva. I don't fuck with them, not even those that go with Eastside. The Muslims call him never. Most of y'all know him as Jesus. Pedophiles running around disguised as world leaders. And Hollywood full of man you mistake for divas. So I left the truth world chilly, no divas. Now what is this about? All the different I had to let it out. It's funny how your big homies will pay you for that drilling, but when it's time to go to jail, when he say you know business, and we don't fuck with cops, we just might leave them with the finches. We must protect our children, and we gotta teach our women. They kidnapping our babies. Cops don't even care who did it, cause they get paid to knock us off, so they the modern lynching. Yeah, we don't smoke no ops. We only smoking Dead Cops. Why you think we got these hunters with these red dots? We don't smoke no ops, we only smoking Dead Cops. Why you think we got these hunters with these green dots, nigga?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My boy acting bad. My boy acting bad. Yes, sir. God is the fuck I'm talking about, man. You know we riding with you till the motherfucking wheels fall off, brother. Oh, me. Keep doing your shit, brother. Keep doing your shit, brother. I love you, man. I love your family, man. I'm going to keep praying for you to go up. You know I'm here. If you ever need me any way, ever motherfucking way I can aid, assist you, bro. Send me all the shit. You know I'm supporting the movement. This is your platform. This is your home. You need to come over and do anything, let me know. I told you I'm going to help you out with the StreamYard shit so we can get your shit moving. Add some of the guys and goddess on there so you can talk to them. And we moving, bro. You feel me?
We moving. We moving.
Hey, I appreciate everybody that took time out too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate everybody definitely taking the time out. Definitely rocking with Trenches, man. Y'all make sure y'all please hit that like button and subscribe so we can get this motherfucking video. Everybody, we need this motherfucker recommended. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody subscribe, and we not smoking ops no more. We only smoking Dead Cops. Now we ride.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna make sure I'm making my ass down there so I can be in that video. Fuck this shit. I'll be
October
down there.
13th. You gotta cover October 13th. We bringing the whole Atlanta out and other states. You know we finna be deep as fuck that day, man.
I already know, God. I already know.
God's been
And
waiting
it's
to
been
link
a
us.
long time since I seen you and
this
smoked a blunt with you and fuck with you. So I'm coming,
yeah,
my nigga.
this dead cop's gonna be like even though we remix somebody else shit, they gonna forget this spot them song when we drop this shit. Nigga, like the same way we forgot that Mike Jones made that other song. When Lil Wayne came out when he did that you know I ride for my motherfucking niggas. So like I'ma die with my finger on the trigger. They tell me don't get high in this time, make a living. I tell my hustling, I'd rather make a killing. My eyes get so wide as it rides in the skillet. I like my bitch begging if she's stealing, I'm a killer. I bullet to right now, I feel like I'm a dentist. And fuck your hospital, Young Money, we the illest. And I ain't gotta lie when I tell you I'm illest. My flow is nasty, like CY Phyllis. Self-made G and them bitches know the business. And I'm a known rapper in the kitchen, I'm a chemist. And when I was 5, my favorite movie was The Gremlins. Ain't got shit to do with this, but I just thought that I should mention. We looking for divine and a little intervention. And them birds don't fly without my permission. I'm probably in the sky, flying with the fishes, or maybe in the ocean, swimming with the pigeons. See, my world is different. Like the Wayne. And if you want some a bitch, I want the same thing. Now listen, we forgot, bro, that was Mike Jones' song originally. That's how hard Weezy killed it. And when we drop this Dead Cops, it's gonna be the new anthem for the planet. Trust me, because the video finna be overlit. Niggas gonna forget that Spot'em got him made that shit. I'm calling it now. Niggas are like, damn, I forgot Spot'em got him did make that shit. I'm telling you.
Let's go, man. Rich over real, man. Jamal motherfucking Rashad, man.
But yeah, it's been love, bro. I love y'all. Peace to the guys and guys of the Planet Kai. I love my brother Bando, Trenches TV, Trenches Talk TV, man. Y'all know what it is. Real over rich, the UCI. Now we rise. One, bro.
Yes, sir. One, bro. Love. Appreciate everybody definitely coming in the motherfucking building, rocking with my brother, man. Stopping by for the interview, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in with Rashad Jamal. Make sure y'all protect my brother, follow my brother, man. You feel me? If y'all ain't in compliance, get in compliance. I got to play this song before we get up out of here because this is my shit, man. So salute to everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. I need this video to go viral. I need everybody to hear this and see this message. And we're going to keep bringing more information. And we're going to keep doing this for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. God talk, man. Rashad Jamal, man. Chicago motherfucking legend, man. It's my brother. I love you. I love all the gods and goddesses. Y'all keep supporting my brother. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. You dig?
God talk, God talk. They study techniques, try calling my image. They try to get me a bracelet for me, just like a dentist. I love your optimism, but surely I'm something different. Blindfold me in the cave, still ain't blocking my vision. Gunshots ring out, while I school hang out. How much killing that they shorties can't even do playground. Shorties ain't moving, but they're shooting up in the school playground. They put in jails when they could have built a new playground. No pork, no ham, after school programs. White girl, they rather you show that man low hand. They gotta sell for your shit, you go in that ocean. Be your feet and you feel they beating off your emotion. What's your life like? He was in that field, get your stripes right. We was in the field, people man shooting dice. He was in the crib, somewhere staring out the blind spot. I was in the field shooting out through the blind sights in hindsight. Remember seeing mama working through the hurt. Ready like a really should be for really you should be in church. Ready for people for living the way I shouldn't. Know you told me keep the faith, but the pain in that hate took me. I tried to straight, but somehow I remained crooked. Devil got me living dirty like pussy that need cushion. Understand your man, eating banana pudding, and the same like baby, you push it off in your booty. That was pounds in their hands, and Reggie can't let them push them. One time just like branches, I'm laying in niggas bushes. Being all these cases, now we feel like they untouchable. I tried to buy yeah, but I ain't never been no lunchable. Never been no lunchable. And niggas wanna eat up me. It's funny, cause if the same ones who ain't believing me. Cartier shades through the 10th people are peeping me. And anytime she tried to, she treat me like an eatery. That was a punchline. I like the 8-9. Never sell my soul, dumb it down for these dumb lines. Love the way she fuck, yeah, I love it when we 6'9". In my jail time, I ain't going out like 6'9". You let them find me. I'm the game that we find. If you struggle could never hurt me. Just motivate or inspire. Mentally, I'm a lion. Simply you run the side. They study my diction. They get what words could never define them. My algorithm's different. They speaking about going viral. They show these niggas love, then they start feeling entitled. All you need is God, but you won't find them in the Bible. And yes, I'm a start now to predicted my arrival. I will never feel no oppressor. Black child, oh, I let them shit me up every with my ancestors. Yeah, half broke 7 before, you know how they go. For that prayer, like go Peter, they know how we roll. Just like strippers, you don't always catch me down that pole. Virus love you, challenge me, yo, let's go get exposed. Just like strippers, you don't always catch me around that pole. Virus love you, challenge me, yo, let's go get exposed. The course fucked up when they let Rashad roll. I'm a rap, that be getting good guys out. The course fucked up when they let Rashad roll. I'm a rap, that guys out.
Man, shout out my brother Rashad Jamal, man. I love you, family. Peace and blessings to everybody, the goddess and goddess, man. You know, keep pushing, keep doing y'all thing, man. Salute to the Planet Kai. Y'all know what we got going on. Trenches Talk TV, boy. It's your boy Trenches. I'm up out of here. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button on y'all way out. Yo, Trenches TV, man. Peace, y'all. Peace to all the gods and goddesses, man. We about to get